we are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. As always with these live streams, please let us know if you can hear us and see us. I'm joined by Peter.
Hello.
Rob.
Hi.
And what are we calling you tonight?
Dread Tentacle Lord.
Dread Tentacle Lord. It's another Rob, but we've got two Robs, so rather than getting things confused, we're calling Rob the Dread Tentacle Lord. We're going to be playing AuZtralia tonight, and we're going to be using one of the modules from the expansion. So AuZtralia came out 4 years ago? 3-4 years ago, something like that. And there was an expansion recently, it's two actually. And we're playing with the Revenge of the Old Ones expansion tonight. And that means it is a one versus many game. And Rob likes his one versus many game, so Rob is the one. Rob is going to be playing the role of the Old Ones. But that doesn't mean it's a cooperative game for the rest of us. Basically, any one of us could win the game. So it isn't... Well, I mean, we all sort of want to sort of work together, but there will be a winner. And it'll be one of us or it'll be Rob. Let's talk about how the game ends to start with. So the main mechanism of the game, is that the right button? Yes. Okay. We've got a time track. So we've got a time track around the outside of the board. Do we start on 4?
Yep, because we have we start on the number of players.
Do you want to just check that in there?
Yes.
It might. Oh, it says in there. Right. Okay. So whoever's disc is on top takes the next turn. An action that you do will cost you a certain amount of time points. You will move that many spaces ahead, and then it will be your turn again when it catches up to you. Okay?
Yep.
The reason why I'm explaining that now is because when everybody's markers have reached or past 53, the game ends. That's one of the game end triggers. Right? The other way the game can end is we're all going to start the game with a port on the board. If that port gets destroyed, the game ends immediately. So if any of us lose our port, the game ends immediately. We still add up the scores. And it could be that if the port gets destroyed late in the game, one of us might still win. If it gets destroyed in the first half of the game, there's almost no point counting up the scores because Rob's probably won. In the base game, now I've not played this version of the game yet, but in the base game what would happen is Rob's remaining counters that would be on the board will get flipped over and their strength is doubled, and that's how many victory points he gets. So it's an insane amount of points. The more of these we get rid of, the fewer points he's going to get in end of game scoring. Right. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get points. And how do you get points? Well, let's go through how you get points. It's in there, isn't it? Or is it on a reference card?
End game score. It'll be on the back of that one because we're using the special scoring rules.
Special scoring rules. Right. End of game scoring is... Well, no, it says same as AuZtralia.
Okay.
So
you will count. So players, humans, puny humans, you will calculate your victory points as follows. So each non-blighted farm, which are your colour tokens,
that isn't blighted.
Yep, is worth 2 VPs.
So every one of these you build is 2.
Each phosphate, this is purely a VP item, is worth 3. Any personality cards that earn you VPs.
Some of them will earn you points.
Victory points for every old one tile, these ones you've managed to capture.
Yeah.
And also in the expansion game, 1 VP for each of these threat markers you've managed
spawn
to take.
markers that you take. So that's it. That's how we get our points.
Any
Building
other victory
farms.
point tokens. That might come
building
along.
farms, killing old ones, some personality cards, and phosphate. Phosphate is valuable. Rob gets points for attacking us and killing our units. Basically.
Yep, so I don't get to keep anything I kill, I get VPs instead.
Yeah.
But all of them and destroying a port.
10 points if you destroy a port.
10 points if I destroy a port, which is a big swing.
Okay. So, the setup for this game, if you know how to play the base game of AuZtralia but you've not seen this game, is there's a few slight differences. First of all, each player starts with 6 gold, 3 coal and 3 iron instead of the normal 4, 2 and 2. We also start with 2 infantry units. So in the normal version of the game, you don't start with any military units, but in this one, you start with 2 infantry units. They go in your barracks. Player discs are stacked. There's no revelation deck. We've surveyed the land, we've done that, and Rob's got some tiles that we'll explain when we get to them. Right. So you two haven't played at all. Me and Rob have played the base game a couple of times. None of us have played with the expansion, so we'll see how we get on. Right, so what you do when it's your turn is you perform one of the actions. I'm just going to zoom in on my player board so people watching can see. These are the different actions that you can perform. The time point cost is shown in the bottom left, which is normally 1 or 2. Some of them it says X. So let's go through the different actions that you can do. The first two actions to explain is building railways, because it's a Martin Wallace game, so of course we're building railways. Building railways always costs one coal and one iron, which is what the icon there means. This top action will cost you 2 time, the bottom action will cost you 3 time, but the top action only allows you to build in coastal and outback. The bottom action allows you to build also into hills. So if we just have a look at the map, you will see we've got 3 different types of terrain. This is coastal, this is hills, and this is outback. So basically this is flat-ish, this is flat-ish, this is not flat. Now, if you build into, so you're going to start with your port is going to start the game somewhere. So if I was to build there, that straight away I can't do that with the top action because I'm building into green. You build it across the hex sides, you're building a network. So once you've got a network, for example, like this, any future rails can come, you can branch off however you want to, but each hex side can only have 1 rail on it from one player, and these are never destroyed. But what you're doing is you're building a rail network through the land. They can be destroyed.
Yeah,
okay,
I can destroy them in the expansion.
right. Okay, in the base game they can't be destroyed. So you're building your rail network, and why you want to build your rail network is to get to the resources. Okay. Now the next action to explain is, well, it's these two. You've got 2 spots, and this is for taking resources. What you do is you choose one type of resource on a hex that your rail network is connected to, and you take all of that resource and you put it in your supply. So if I was connected to here like this, I could take all of that coal, and that is now my coal. You might be thinking why you have 2 spaces on your board that do exactly the same thing. So let's explain that now. When you do an action, you mark it with an action cube. So let's say I'm going to mine, I mark it with an action cube. If I want to do that action again, because there's already a cube there, I have to pay 1 gold. So I have to pay 1 gold in order to be able to do the action again, which is why you've got 2 spaces for mining. So you can effectively do the action twice before having to pay. And at this point, I'm going to mention this action here, which costs you 1 time unit, and you take all of your cubes back. So you're going to be spending your cubes on actions, but it's a tricky decision on whether you want to pay the gold to keep performing the same action multiple times, or do you effectively skip 1 time unit to take all of your cubes back. Right, so that's those 4 actions which you're going to be doing quite a lot of during the game. The next action I'm going to explain is this one, which is building farms. Now, building farms will cost you either 1, 2, or 3 time, depending on how many farms you build. It's 1 time per farm that you build, but you can only build each type of farm once with that action. Okay, now there are 3 types of farm in the game. There's cattle farms, there's sheep farms, and there's corn farms, and they can only go on the appropriate spaces. So, for example, and they can only also go on empty hexes. So if I did this action right now, I could put a sheep farm there, and I could put a cattle farm either there or there, but I can't place a corn farm because I'm not connected to an empty coastal area. If I was, I could build 3 farms, and that would cost me 3 time. Now, why do you want to build farms? 2 reasons. Every farm, if it isn't blighted, is worth 2 points at the end of the game. But also, as a one-off bonus, when you build a farm, you get a gold. So by doing that, that gets me 3 gold.
Can you put one there?
No, the hex has to be completely empty.
Okay.
Nothing else in the hex itself, apart from the train lines going into it. So you can only build farms on your network.
Hex must be empty
Apart from the railway, yes. Yeah. Okay, so that's that action. Next up, taking a personality card. So there are 6 personality cards which we have on display. We have a big deck of personalities, and there are 6 on display. And with that action, you take one of them. Some of them, that one is end of game scoring. This is 1 use only, so you keep it until you want to use it. This is once per combat. So they all do different things. Now there's something in the expansion as well, is I think you can cycle these cards. Let me just check. Where did I read it? I'm sure I read it somewhere.
There are some Mythos cards that let me
assassinate people.
Assassinate and eat
Yeah.
them.
Where did I read it? I definitely read it about half an hour ago.
Check the endgame scoring.
And now I've completely forgotten. Personalities, here we go. Yeah. When recruiting help, you may opt to move one displayed card to the bottom of the deck and refill it before selecting a card. So that is a new thing for the expansion. If we don't like these 6, we can just choose one, put it on the bottom of the deck, and then we draw a replacement. It gives us a bit more flexibility. But that's the personality cards. That's that action. Right. Next action to explain is buy military units. Buy military units costs 1 time, but what you do is you buy either 1 or 2 infantry, 1 armoured car, 1 artillery, 1 airship, or 1 armoured train. So it's basically you buy 1 unit, unless it's infantry, in which case you can buy 2. The cost is in gold, which is printed on there. The thing in the top right is not the time point cost to buy the unit. The time point cost to buy a unit is 1. Okay? This is the time point cost for using the unit in combat, which we'll get to later on. But what you do, and we start with 2 infantry, so this is the cost to recruit them, and what you do is you put them in the barracks. When we come to combat, you will move them from your barracks into your expeditionary force, and then we'll do the fight. But that is the action to buy military units. Right. Resources. There's an extra way of getting resources or selling resources. This is import and export. So for when you do this action, you can do 2 things, and each thing can either be take 1 coal, take 1 iron, or sell 1 coal for a gold, or sell 1 iron for a gold. So there's 4 choices with that, and you do 2 of them, and those 2 things could be the same. Is that clear? When I explained that on Friday, nobody understood what I was saying. So I just want to check.
Take resources or sell.
It's basically take resources or sell resources is what it is. Right. Attack. So when you perform an attack action, the time point cost depends on how many different types of units you send. If you just send 1 type of unit, no matter how many you send, that will cost you 1 time. If I was to send 3 types of units, that will cost me 3 time. Airships and armoured trains don't cost any time to send into a fight. Okay? What can you attack? Well, the way to think about this is thematic. You have your port here. What happens is your units will travel along your train network as far as you want. Then they will get off the train, and then they will go over land in order to attack something. And there is a range on each of the units, which is in the bottom left. So the infantry can only attack a hex that is within 1 of your rail network, whereas the armoured cars have got a range of 2. So for example, if we look at the map now, this is the situation, and I want to send an expeditionary force of an armoured car, I could say, right, the armoured car is going to go along the train line to here, and then it's going to go across country and it's going to go 1, 2, and it's going to attack there. I can't do that with infantry, because infantry only have a range of 1 from your rail network. So they all of the military units go along the rail network, and they do that. Just a quick note about building track, and I didn't mention this, but you cannot build track into a space with a spawn point. Okay?
Right.
You're not allowed to do that.
You want to send in your troops and clear it out first before you can send in the railroad
And
workers.
then, yeah. Again, if you think about it thematically, you're not going to send rail workers to build a rail line when there's something bad there. But just a note about these spawn points, and this is very different in this version of the game to the normal version of the game. We can attack these, and if we do, the attack is automatically successful. You remove this, and this is worth a point at the end of the game. Okay, in the base game, these are actually face-down gribblies, and if you attack it, you have to reveal it. But in this game, these, if they don't have anything on them, there's nothing there. And we're basically clearing them, and we'll get points for doing that. But Rob is going to be adding things to the board. So, right, what's next? Taking your cubes back. Is that all of the actions?
Yeah.
Right, any questions about any of the actions?
Our rail networks are unique to us, so
Yes.
we can't use somebody else's rail network.
That's because you don't like each other. Very
Correct.
much.
But this game, with the expansion, has many, many different ways of playing it. And there is also now a full cooperative version of this game where you can use each other's rail networks.
Okay.
But no, in this game, you can't. But yeah, there's a lot of variability in the way that you can play this game now. Right, so that's the actions covered. We're not quite sure what Rob's going to do when it's his turn, but Rob's read the rules. I've read the rules. Outposts, yes, thank you. Outpost is new for this expansion. Whenever you choose the buy military units action,
Yep.
you may, in addition to buying 1 unit, or 2 if it's infantry. Spend 2 gold to build an outpost. You can even choose the buy military units action, not buy a military unit, and still spend 2 gold to buy this. Okay, so it's an extra purchase on top of your normal buying, and what it does is it's got. Where do you put it? I think you put it.
You build it on your railway network. It has defence in its own right, and if it is attacked by my monsters, you can automatically reinforce it from your port.
That's it.
This army is here.
Is here.
They're all camped. That's where your barracks are.
Right.
Think of it as it's a forward defensive position, and if it comes under attack, provided your rail network's still there, you can rapidly reinforce it with.
So going back to this example here, right? That's my rail network. And as Rob says, all of my military units are actually in my port. But if I was to build a barracks here, then if that is attacked, I can muster the people and send them there.
So the infantry
spending time.
That's it. The infantry are not there; they are still there. But if it comes under attack, provided your network is intact, then they march in.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What else do we need to explain? Resources. Gold is used for repeating the same action multiple times and buying military units. Coal and iron are for building track. That's all they are used for, well, unless you want to export them for gold. The resources that are on the board are limited. No additional resources are going to get added to the board. Phosphate, we mentioned, is worth 3 points at the end of the game, but whenever you collect phosphate, you also get a gold. Is it 1 gold or is it 3? Phosphate. It's 1. Yeah. Oh, it's printed on here, but it's not printed on there.
Sorry, what was that?
Interesting. You're missing something on there. Anyway,
Which way up is the
phosphate.
sheet?
Are they two-sided?
I think so.
Every time you pick up phosphate, you also get 1 gold. We didn't mention that.
And that's on.
It's printed on my player board. It's not printed on your player board. Maybe the player boards are two-sided, and maybe you've got a different side. But it's looking.
What's the barrack name on yours?
Western.
You've got the Western Barracks. I've got the
That's
Eastern
it. Because
Barracks.
on the other side of the map, the Western map, there is no
Phosphate.
Phosphate.
But
So is that the only difference?
It's
Because
the only difference. Yeah.
I'm not going to bother flipping the.
No,
board.
if that's the only difference, then we don't need to flip it.
Yeah. Just do a quick check and make sure yours and Rob's.
Yeah, Nomi's saying they are two-sided, but if the two sides are the same, then apart from that, then it's fine. It's fine.
I kind of scanned it earlier. I didn't see any differences.
Okay.
Other than
Combat.
that.
We'll explain combat basically when it happens, but the important thing is this, the effectiveness of units. It tells us which type of units are best against those, but we'll explain the combat in full. Do you want to explain it a bit?
I might say better to explain it so you know what you're sending in and why. Otherwise, you might send in either too powerful a force or too weak a force.
Okay.
I think it'd be good to understand how it's going to work before you start putting an army together.
Okay.
This is different, isn't it?
It is different. Yes, we are going to have to flip it. Yeah, because the other side doesn't have any hills.
What are you
There we go.
apologising for, Rob?
Right. Okay, so combat.
So, when you send in a force, it can be a mix of infantry, armoured cars, artillery, airships, and if you're on the rail network, the armoured train. So if you're the attacker, you put together that force, you'll send it into the fight. If the token isn't already revealed, it gets revealed, and you're going to see what you're going to be fighting.
Yep.
It's going to be one of either early on,
Zombies, Migos.
zombies, Migos, and loyalists quite common.
Yep.
Shoggoths and Cthulhu himself.
Cthulhu is one of the level 3s.
Yep.
So in these tokens here, Cthulhu might not be in the game. So Rob's taken 9 of these at random, 6 of these at random, and 4 of these at random. We might not have Cthulhu. We don't know.
And they'll look like, these are the more advanced ones. That's what Shoggoths look like. So you've got, I think that's their victory point.
That is the victory points that they're worth, and that is how many hit points they've got to
So
defeat.
purple hexagon is victory points.
Purple
That's
hexagon
it,
is victory points, yeah.
And that's their hit points.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so you can see in the Black Shield, your troops have it as well.
Yeah, 2.
Infantry, two, armor cars. The train has 3, things like that. So the armor train is one of your toughest units, but it can only travel on the trains.
Yeah.
So
then what we've got is Rob's got a set of combat
Round of
cards,
fighting cards.
and we're
They
just
all
going to
look like
reveal one.
this.
Is it this button here? Yeah. So that is an example combat card.
Yep.
It's a little bit bright there.
You'll find what it is you're fighting down the middle.
Yep.
and then what it does to you.
On the right hand side.
Yep. And what unit? I think that's what you.
That's what you. If you've got the units on the left of the card, you inflict 1 damage on it, no matter how many units you have of that type. So in that example there, if you're fighting a Migo or a Migo, whatever, and you have infantry, you won't deal any damage. But if you had an armoured car, you would deal 1 damage, and what they do to you is a sanity loss. So you go into every combat with 3 sanity, and if you lose the 3 sanity and then would lose another 1, then the combat's over.
Yep.
And you're driven insane. You can retreat from combat at the end of each round as well, so don't think you're in a fight to the end. And you can also, if you are fighting a face-down counter, then as soon as it's revealed, you have the option of withdrawing before the fight even happens.
Yep. So if you're sending in 2 light infantry, and it turns out to be a high-level shot or Cthulhu, you can just go.
Forget it. We're going home.
Forget this. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And we'll just then, long as you want to stay in the fight, we just keep revealing the cards. Purple cubes mean it's doing damage to you. You'll add them to various units. Once they have damage equal to their hit points, they're destroyed.
And you'll get points.
And I'll get points. If your sanity runs out, your army breaks and runs over. They're not killed, they just run back to base.
Yeah.
Do you get points for that?
I get no points for driving you off, just for killing you. So if like, you've got a full 5 force and everyone of them has taken 1 hit point, you might decide I'm going to fall back just to avoid losing.
Yeah.
Okay. To them.
Right. Do you feel that you've got enough information to start with?
I didn't quite get that mechanism about being driven off. I understood about them being killed, but
that happens. You're fighting Amigo. You haven't got armoured cards. You do no damage. I hit Paul's sanity.
Lose a sanity.
Yep. Next card comes up.
It's another sanity loss.
Another sanity loss. Last card comes up.
I think he's stuck in the deck here. Oh, it's another sanity loss.
So
I'm still okay.
At the end of that round, Paul's now out of sanity. He's still holding on, but
if I choose to carry on fighting and take another sanity loss,
so Paul now can't lose a sanity token. His army now disengages.
I see.
That's
the
morale
driven off.
breaks.
It's when you run out of sanity. Okay.
when you run out of sanity and take another sanity loss.
Whereas if he had sent in infantry and the 2 cards I'd played with these 2, that each have a purple square, I play that card first. Oh, where's the
purple cubes? We need the purple cubes.
Yep.
There we go.
I'd go. Okay, here's it.
That would be there.
First card I play does that. He has no armoured cards and does nothing to me. Second card, they're both simultaneous. He hasn't got any airships, no damage to me. He's now taken 2 hits.
That goes.
He's dead. If he had more infantry, he could carry on.
So he could spread them between the
You
infantry.
can't spread them between units of the same type.
Right.
So if you had an infantry and an armoured car, you could put your first point of damage on there, and then your next point of damage on there. That's allowed.
Yeah.
But you can't put one on there and then another one on there. If you imagine they're in a stack, and the one on top of the stack is the one that takes the damage.
So the advantage of sending in a combined force is you can A, spread the hits, and B, you're more likely to hit them back every time, but it's costing you more time to send in said combined force.
And this index here is telling you the likelihood of getting a good outcome.
Based on the cards in the deck.
Right.
Yep.
Okay? But it might sometimes...
So you can probably see that against anything but the flying Migos, artillery are very good.
Yeah, and nobody's saying...
for zombies.
Airships are different in combat. Airships work in a different way. Do you want to just pass me the rules? Because I can't remember the rules on airships.
It says they may withdraw and stay independently from the rest of the
think of them as
force.
2 separate forces. You've got your ground force and your air force. So one can stay whilst the others fall back.
So when you withdraw, you can either withdraw all of your airships, or all of your non-airships, or everything.
Yep, so if your ground force is getting chewed up, you can pull them back and leave the airships. Vice versa, your airships are getting chewed up, but you can pull them back and leave the infantry. Because they'll fully heal up once they get back to base.
Yeah.
And every unit that you lose in the field is going to cost you golden time to recover. So losing units is not good for the humans.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So...
And you get victory points.
Yes, and I get victory points.
Rob, you are going third, which means you get to choose where your port is going to go. So your port is 2-sided. You're going to start the game with the 4 defence ports.
It has to be along the outer coast
on one of the
yellow.
port spaces.
So over here, you're further from the action, so it's a safer location, but you've got to travel further and get through hills to get in. Down here, you're closer to the action, but you're also closer to the action.
Yeah. So the first time I believe that the port is attacked, if it survives, then as long as it's taken 2 damage, it flips over.
So do we want to be close together or
You
spread
want
out?
to be you can't be within 2 spaces of each other.
Yeah.
You're fighting for the same resources. You're fighting
That's
for the
the thing.
same territory.
Yeah. And
So
I'm
if
going to
you
get to take the
all-
first turn in the game.
If you all clog up down here, and you lot pushing through there, then this player's going to get locked out very quickly.
So we can't really kind of band together and join forces
No, because
against an enemy.
You
So
are
it
not.
should be
You
as
are
far
not.
apart as possible then, really.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
When we're fighting the bad guys, if we deal damage to them, the cubes stay on them.
right.
And then if another person comes along and
okay.
kills it, we actually use our cubes to track the damage, and the points are divided between all of the players who contributed.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will start to meet each other once you get into the middle area because you're going to start to accumulate here.
Yeah.
But going right next to someone's, the way this works, the way the actions work, you're sort of not quite taking it in turns, but it can be close. If you go right next to someone, there's a good chance you end up crashing into each other, weakening yourself and them, and the third player will run forward and win, or I wipe you all out because you've weakened yourselves fighting over the same resources.
All right. I don't really know, but I'm going to go here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, PT, you're next.
I don't really know either, but I'm going to go here.
Okay, which means I'm going to go here. And try not to lose the game in the first half hour, which is my my experience with this game. Right.
Yep, so your port does count as a strength 4 location, so it has its own defences.
Yeah. Right. We're off. So I'm taking the first action in the game because my disc is on top of the stack, and I am going to choose, believe it or not, to build a rail network.
Okay.
So that's going to cost me 2 time. It costs me 1 coal and 1 iron. And I'm going to place 2 triton. Because I use the top action, I cannot build into hills. So I build there and I build there. And that's it. That's my action done.
Okay.
So you're now, it's whoever's furthest behind on top of the stack that takes the next turn.
So I'm going to go here, and it costs me 3 time,
Yep.
and I'm going to build. So that's building into hills.
It is.
Is that building into hills as well?
It is.
Yeah, 'cause
well,
it's
building out of hills, but you can't do
Can't
that.
do that.
Can't build into where there's a gribbly.
Yeah, there's gribblies in potential there.
Potential gribblies.
Think of these as hot
Yeah,
spots.
so I can go there.
You can.
Yeah, once you've sent in men to scout it out and clear it, then your rail workers will go in, but they're not going to march in there and get eaten by a giant tentacle monster.
And that costs you a coal and an iron.
Coal and an iron, which I'll put to one.
Yep. That's Rob's go.
So I'll spend 3 time. And 2 of each of coal and iron.
Just one.
Is it one for
of
2
each
tracks?
For 2 tracks. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then I'm going to build into
my
both of
starting hand
those.
of,
Oh yeah, you get 3 mythos.
starting hand of horrible cards.
I'm going to use that as a storage space for resources.
Okay. I could build actually directly into here, couldn't I?
Yeah, that might be better.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Now it's Rob's go.
Right,
So
so
Rob
I
has
I
4 possible actions. Place, which puts a token onto one of the spawn points. Reveal, which, guess what that does? Flips the token over. Move, and summon. All of those cost 1 time point. He also has a hand of cards. He's got 3 mythos cards. They cost anywhere between 0 and 2 to play. So what are you going to do? What's your first action?
So my first action is going to be a place action.
Combat range we did sort of explain, yes.
Yep, so you're ranging, it's the number shown in the bottom left corner, and that's how far you can range from your live hexes. So, place means I take a monster token from either my level 1, 2 or 3 monsters and place it somewhere on the map on a threat location. I must take it from the tallest stack, so the first 3 monsters I'm going to place must be level 1 monsters. I pick it up, I have a look.
And you'll notice these have got like danger levels. So he's got a 1. A 1 can actually go anywhere.
Yeah.
But a 2 cannot go on a 1. And a 3 cannot go on a 2 or a 1.
Yep.
There is these are dangerous spawn points. That basically increases the number. So that is actually a 2 because of this. If you don't know the game, we did a random setup before the game started. So this isn't always the same.
Yep. And then, so I do 1. All my actions cost 1 time point.
Yeah.
And then I'm going... Now, in my turn, I can choose to play cards for costs.
Yeah.
They don't count as an action, but if they've got a time cost, I still pay it.
Mhm.
So, I am going to play Night Gaunt
Okay.
as one of my Mythos cards. What it does is I steal a personality card, and I'm going to steal Alexander Proust.
Okay.
Because Alexander Proust means you get... your armoured cars have 3 hit points rather than 2.
Okay.
And I don't want you lot having this card.
So you've not assassinated him.
I've stolen,
Stolen
him.
him.
I take a cube for the next 5 time points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess I paid 1 to play it. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. So when my time marker hits there, he'll come back.
Okay. So I've actually replenished it from the display. Should I have done that?
Just steal a personality card for the next 5 time points. Place a cube on the track as a reminder.
Okay. Well, there's some FAQ in the back of the book. Let's see what it says. Is it in here? Revenge.
Seems like quite a minor effect, doesn't it? Really. I mean.
Well, it gives me 5 turns to find cards that might eat him. So.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I can't find anything in here. No. If anybody knows the answer.
Oh, hang on. No,
check?
sorry,
No?
I'm being an idiot.
Okay.
I won't do that.
Okay.
That's the one when someone's got him.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes a bit more sense.
Yeah,
Right.
sorry.
So you play that when somebody's got him and it takes them off them.
Okay.
Right. That makes more sense.
There's a little mistake there. Did
There
we
we go.
spot it?
I think there's a night gaunt
Yeah, I pretend I didn't see that.
flying around somewhere.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to do another place.
Okay, interesting. Because you could have put a 2 on there, but you've put a 1
I
on.
can't because I can't.
No, I know.
Take, yeah.
But later you could have. That's potentially could have been a 2.
He didn't laugh evilly.
He didn't
this
laugh
time.
evilly. No.
So maybe it's
clearly
actually
It's clearly a buff. March them in there and find out.
Some of those tiles are kangaroos.
okay.
Okay.
Well, there might be. As I say, we're not using all of the tiles in the game.
So that one's a kangaroo then.
Could be.
Do kangaroos have strength 0 then?
They are. Yeah. The token is just removed immediately.
Okay.
It's just empty out back, and then one more, and it's going to be another place. I'm going to place him out.
Okay, so you won't be able to see this on the overhead camera, but Rob's now got six tokens here and 6 tokens here, so he can choose whichever one of these piles he wants to next time he places.
I can also choose to spend actions to turn them face up,
Yep.
actions to move my monsters, and actions to draw more of these cards.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Okay.
they all cost me 1 time point.
Right. So I'm at the back, which means it's my go next. My go. And I'm going to mine for resources. So I'm going to spend 1 time point, and I'm going to take all of the resources from 1 hex, and I'm going to take this phosphate, which comes with a gold.
Yep. And it's worth VPs for the end of the game.
Yay! Winning. Not dead yet. And it's my go again, because my disc is on top.
It is indeed.
So at this point, I think I'm going to use 3 time, 1 coal and 1 iron to build 2 tracks. I'm going to put 1 there, why not? And I think I'm also going to put 1 there.
Yep. So you're building through the hills anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So you spent 1 time on that.
3,
Oh, 3 times, right?
which means it's now
My turn again.
Mr. Cthulhu.
Here you go. Okay. I'm going to spend 1 to draw 3 Mythos cards.
Okay. While he's looking at that, I'm just going to go through these.
Okay.
So this one is an end of game scoring, 1 point for every 3 rail track that you have on the board.
Yep.
Timothy Brassey, 1 use only. When you use it, you build 2 rail without expending time. You still have to spend the coal and the iron. Yvette Quiller, take 4 iron from the supply, 1 use only.
These are all good. Take
General Takanshi, eliminate 1 military unit to inflict 2 damage. So basically sacrifice 1 of your own military units to deal 2 damage.
It's kamikaze.
This is once per combat.
Does Rob get points for the eliminated unit? Or is that?
I don't think so, but it's a very good question. Count Yago, start each combat with 4 sanity tokens instead of 3, because he's a psychologist, I guess. And Alexander Proust, we know, because there's a target on his back, your armoured car units have 3 damage before they're eliminated instead of the normal 2. And remember, when you choose the get a personality action, you can put one of these to the bottom of the deck and replace it just to cycle round a bit more.
Those eliminated by using Takanashi do not count for
Okay,
VPs.
there we go.
So no.
Sorted.
Cool.
It's your go, Rob.
Right, so I'm going to try and collect those. I can collect those resources
Yep.
now, can I? And
Oh, you didn't put a cube on the action that you used last time.
All right, which was that?
Yeah.
In order to do that, I take this one, is it?
Yep. Mining resources.
Takes 1 time.
So you put a cube on it, takes 1 time, and you take all of the resources from 1 hex that you are connected to. There you go, done.
Get them while they're not defended.
Oh no, I want Proust dead because I think he's a powerful character.
Right, so if I wanted to do this again, I would have to
Spend
put
1
gold.
gold for every cube that's already on that space.
Okay. So I think mining is the thing to do. I'm going to collect that iron. And that costs me 1 time point.
Yep.
Can I have a...
And it's your go again.
It's me again.
Sorry,
Okay.
green, isn't it?
Yeah. So, what am I going to do? Yeah, let's see. I think we need a bit of beefing up of our military, since we've got nasties in range. So let's have an armoured car. Let's put that there and build an armoured car at cost of 3 gold.
That's it.
Which grabs me an armoured car, which goes
armoured
in
car,
my barracks.
Goes in your barracks, and if you wanted to, you could spend 2 gold to build an outpost at this point as well.
And you spent 1 time on that, didn't you?
No.
Okay.
So I think that's the end of my go.
You spent a time in order to take the action.
Yep.
Yeah, so I said you spent 1 time and you said no.
No. He was saying no to my
that's right,
question.
yeah. Okay.
Did I want to build an outpost? The answer was no. Yes, I did spend a time.
Right, Rob.
I'm going to spend another 3 time.
Good.
Oh no, I can't actually build in hills now, can I? Because
You can.
You
It costs
can,
you gold.
it just costs you
Costs you
gold.
Oh, okay, right.
Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate, but maybe that's the only way.
Yeah. It's a balance between sort of, yeah, not wasting your time to reset yourself, but at the same time,
Yeah. So I don't need to put another cube in there.
Just going to check the video because I think it might be a little bright. I'm just going to.
So I spend a gold,
There we go.
Yep,
And
so you
I think
spend
that's
gold,
better.
And then you,
iron, and a coal.
yep. So you still put a cube in there because now it'll cost you.
So I
2
do
gold
put
there.
a cube in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It tracks the
It gets
additional
you
cost.
more and more
Yeah.
expensive to keep using the same action every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Brett's saying it could have been a bit brighter. Interesting. No, it was too bright. I didn't have the camera view round, so I couldn't see how bright it was. But Brett's saying it wasn't bright enough.
I'm just wondering whether that's really the best thing to do. I could not spend the gold and do that, and I'll still be able to get.
And that'll save you 1 time as well.
Yeah, depending on where I'm going, which
Okay.
is probably obvious, but
You want to pop your spent resources in there.
then I'll have to spend the gold later anyway.
Okay, so you only
Yeah.
spent 2 time rather
Only
than
spent
3.
2 time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it saves me 1 time basically.
We're good.
Super. So
Tis you.
I'm going to play Abhoth, draw 2 unused level 1 old ones, so from my
Oh yeah.
reserve, and place them on the board face down. All placement rules apply.
Right. Okay. So at some point he's going to be revealing them and then
Then
moving
I can
them.
start to move them and do
and
horrible,
bring trouble.
horrible things to you all.
Right.
Yeah.
Did someone move me up or?
No.
No.
Okay.
So shall we
I
go
get to
again?
Go again.
So you don't get any additional mythos cards. You have to do the action to draw.
Yep.
Right.
I
Okay.
spend an action to draw them. Sometimes it'll cost time for me to play them as
Yep.
well.
Okay. Cool.
And then we will go again. And who's tooling up? Let's do one more placement, which is going to be a level 2.
The level 2 can go
Here. Could go there, but it can't currently.
because there's already something there.
It can go there, there, or there. I'm going to put it here on top of all this lovely coal.
Right. Right.
Now it's over to green.
Yep.
Okay, well let's start doing a little bit of military stuff.
You can have an attack.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's.
So you put a cube on the attack action.
Okay.
You decide how many different types of units you're going to send and move them forward to your expeditionary force.
So let's send that one
So you've
and
used
that one.
2 different units. So that costs 2 time.
2 time.
Yep. So green spends 2 time.
Yeah. And now what we do is we reveal the token.
So where were you hitting?
Well,
Here.
it's got to be within range 1 of your network.
Yep.
So
So you
there's-
can
You
move
could
it.
attack that, which would remove it from the board, and you'd get it, or you could attack this.
I'll attack the yellow
Oh, he's charging in, and you are facing
kangaroo.
an extremely high level
Oh wow!
temple.
Okay.
Is that a ziggurat?
Yes, it is a ziggurat, a temple
I
force.
should have been able to spot that on the horizon. What it was. With the
Yeah,
binoculars.
true. It was hiding behind the ridge.
Ah, okay.
If you're not sure, a cultist magician did it.
Now, what happens to the spawn token?
So the spawn token remains there.
And if he defeats the temple,
He'll
he
destroy
gets
the spawn token as well. So, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
based on
one
the
thing, these can't move.
yeah,
Yeah.
based on the
They're
table, do
static.
you want to retreat straight away, withdraw from combat?
Temples, infantry, and are good. Armoured cars, NA. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
like the look
armored
of
cars can't attack
Yeah.
temples.
that. Right. Well, let's have a pop. We'll send the
Yeah.
infantry in.
Artillery
He's
can,
got 6 hit points.
so they all
Yeah,
go in.
But we've got the Enfield carbines, so
They all go in. It's just the armored cars won't do anything, but they can still soak.
they can soak up
They can
damage.
soak damage.
Yeah.
All right, go on then.
So
let's
yeah,
have
so
a go.
resolving combat, if you're fighting a face down counter, then you flip it face up, and yeah, you have the option to withdraw. If you decide not to withdraw, you enter combat. Okay, right.
Yeah. Think of these until they turn face up. Of you've been getting reports from scouts. There may be something in the area, but they're not sure. And now you actually marched your troops in. You found what was there. So we do the first card.
Yep. So the first card is.
First card.
I'm just gonna show this. Yeah, much clearer this time. So we look down at a temple.
Or
It's
so
bad.
airships. Each of your airships would do 1 damage. Airships do 1 damage. So if you had airships that had done 2 damage, and then you take 1 damage. So you take a purple cube
And lose a sanity.
and lose a sanity. So your men are trying to march in. You choose where to put it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to withdraw?
Or do you want to carry on
Not
the
just
fight?
yet. No.
Okay. So if you take another damage on the infantry,
Okay. Just stack them.
Another damage.
just stack them up,
Just stack them up.
because you can never put a damage on
okay.
the other one.
Yeah.
Right. So private blogs.
Yeah.
Oh, so right, he gets destroyed then.
If you take another damage on the
Take another
infantry,
damage.
you'll lose that.
Yeah, but
infantry.
you can take 1 more hit and you can stick it on the armoured cars.
Yeah. Okay. So
And no one's been destroyed.
so
at
this
that
isn't
point.
looking good because I've got to do 6 damage to him
Yeah, although
Yeah,
not all
but
in
any
one go.
damage you do will stay.
Yeah, you can hit it a
Oh,
few
I
times
see.
and then pull back.
and then come back again.
But that does
and-
cost you time because
Yeah.
you've got to pay time again to march back.
Okay, so we'll have another go.
Okay,
The next
continue the
card.
assault. Your artillery would start to level it. However, the magical pulses are not firing back at you.
We'll have another go.
Keep firing. Your infantry do some damage. So you put one of your coloured cubes
Onto that counter.
onto that to show you're starting to do some damage. You're killing defenders. You're blowing up parts of the wall. Carry on.
Yep.
Again, your airship fleet will be doing amazing damage right now.
Okay.
Carry on.
Yep.
Artillery again.
Yep.
You're getting no hits back though. Infantry get another hit in.
Ooh.
Well done, private blogs.
So he's not doing 1 hit per.
No, it's yeah. If you have infantry, you do 1
Palpable
damage.
hit.
Yep. Think of it as sort of they're sending in teams at a time rather than just everyone rushing forward in a mob. To
Yeah,
get
But you
blown
can
up
see
into.
from the cards that if you had artillery or airships,
You'd
be
they
wrecking
would
it.
have been dealing loads of
Yeah.
damage.
So nothing.
Keep going.
Another sanity. So the fact that the walls keep melting and there's weird tentacle things crawling out of the guttering is making everyone a bit freaked out. Carry on.
Yep.
Okay, so your infantry successfully land another hit,
Oh, well done, Corporal. Good
but
shot.
you also take a hit, put it on one of your ground forces, and your sanity goes further.
Right, so I can't take any more sanity.
Yeah, so if another sanity comes up, then you force a retreat, but it's a retreat, they're not wiped out.
Well,
But if you
I
take
think
another-
it's time for a tactical withdrawal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you get another purple hit,
Yeah.
another cube, then you're going to start to
So
lose
return all of your withdrawn units to your barracks.
Yeah.
If there were any damage cubes on them, remove the cubes.
Yep. They go
Okay.
back. They go back. Heal up. Refresh.
Do I get my
respawn.
You get your
sanity back?
sanity
Your
back.
sanity
Yeah.
resets ready
Yeah,
for next
stiff
fight.
whiskey and we're all good to go.
So
That wasn't
you've
bad. You
done-
dealt 3
yeah.
damage to the temple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without losing any troops.
Yeah, temples are really tough to destroy early on.
And how much time did that cost you? One time?
That cost him
2
2.
because he sent 2
Oh,
different
okay.
units.
Right.
Yeah.
So the balance was the armoured cars didn't do any damage, but they stopped him from losing an infantryman during the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good padding. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Back
How's
to
the roll?
me again. Yep. So I can't move the temple, but I think it might be time
Is there going to be some revealing?
to reveal. Let's
Okay.
get some troops on the board. So I'm going to reveal that this is Amigo.
That's the one-time unit to reveal. And now it's Rob's go.
Right. I am going to pay the gold now, and also the coal and iron
Yep.
to build 2 more tracks.
So place your action cube. Which action you're doing?
It doesn't matter. I suppose I should take the less general one.
If
'Cause
you're not building on hills, then
Yeah.
do the cheaper one. That jump shooter there.
Okay, right. So it's my turn.
Mhm.
And if I do something that costs... How good are infantry against the Migos? They're good.
Yeah.
I'm-
Do we not get to talk nicely to the Aboriginals and get them to scout for us?
I ate them all already.
Yeah, they're all gone, I'm afraid. I'm tempted to build 2 infantry and then send 4 infantry in against the Migo.
I think it would be wise to build some military strength. Yeah.
What else is good against...
Migos.
The Migos.
Armoured cars are good.
I think
We've also got these personalities, not doing anything with these yet. And how much damage has the Migo got? It's only got 2
I think
hits.
it's a low level one.
Yeah.
But then we know that if we take a personality, it's going to get stolen.
So
He gets knocked out for 5 days, but
Yeah.
the Night Walk will bring him back eventually.
Yeah, no, maybe I'll do an armoured car.
What's the Migo's damage output like though? I mean,
So it's exactly the same as them. The damage outputs are all the same as these. Migo's likely only going to have only one damage at a time.
okay.
Okay, yep. I am going to use the buy military units action for 1 time. And I am going to spend 3 gold to buy an armoured car. Okay, and then I'm going to do an attack.
Okay,
So I'm going to send 2 different types of units in,
1, 2.
and we're gonna travel along the rail network, choo to here, get off, and attack that.
And launch an attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, right, off we go then.
So card the 1. Looking at Migos. Your airships attack, and I do nothing to you.
Excellent.
You're obviously holding the airships in reserve.
Bit of skirmishing, nothing happens. Keep going to something.
We just wave to each other. Yep.
Ah, your infantry land a blow,
Okay.
Smack.
and I would hit your airships.
Okay. Carry on.
Ah, your armoured car lands a blow.
Yeah, and I take 1 damage
and I
back.
hit 1
But
back
I
on
won't
you.
bother putting it on because the
Because
fight is over.
Because you killed the Migo.
Yeah. So what happens is I keep this counter, and that is worth 1 point to me at the end of the game. So
Okay.
I'm going to put that there. Rob's just checking the rules about the spawn counter. I'll remove it from the board. I think you remove it from the board.
Bonus points for me. For every farm of yours that I've turned to blight, I get victory points.
Yes.
And I get 3 victory points.
Do you want to just double check what happens with this?
Goes to, pretty sure it just goes to you.
In fact, I'll check while you're taking your turn if you want, because it is your
That's
turn
fine.
next.
My turn next. Yes.
Nobody's built any farms yet. I think we're all about to, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, do farms do anything for you apart from produce endgame?
Give you
Get you a gold.
Or when you place it?
Every farm you place gets you 1 gold immediately.
Just when you place it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of Wallace-esque, isn't it?
Spawn tiles. If an attack on an old one succeeds, an underlying spawn tile is also removed, provided there are no remaining old ones on it. But it doesn't say that I keep it and get the point.
I thought you got.
Okay,
Check the endgame scoring
So
for that.
It says empty spawn tiles may be attacked and are automatically removed. Keep the spawn tiles you remove. They score 1 point at the end of the game. If an attack on an old one succeeds, an underlying spawn point is also removed. Okay, yeah, now I do.
There we are. So
keeping
I'm
that.
dropping another guy down there. Over to green.
Well, I think Corporal Bloggs, having been promoted to Sergeant on account of his military prowess,
Heroic.
I think we're going to send him in again to repeat. Oh, and that's going to cost me a gold, though, isn't it?
Gold, yeah.
To do it again.
Another 2 times.
Maybe there's a little bit more training to be done.
Yeah, you were lucky in that attack.
Was I?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I think so.
We didn't lose anyone, so
Yeah, you didn't lose anybody and you dealt 3 damage to a temple. So that's pretty good.
Well, I still feel as though we need to beef up our military
Yep.
here. So I don't know if this is a good thing to do, but what I'm thinking of doing is selling 3 of my steels.
Can only sell 2.
Oh, you can only sell 2.
Yeah, the import-export action is a 2 times
So
thing.
I could sell 2
2
and
for
get
2 gold.
2 gold, which
Yep.
would give me 5 gold, which subsequently I could use to buy some artillery.
Yep.
Which is
Which
useful,
is good for blowing up
as we've
temples.
discovered, is useful for blowing bits off temples.
Yeah.
So
you put a cube on the import-export action.
let's just do that. I don't know if it's
Yep.
a good thing to do. I'm probably going to need that iron, but let's do that.
Well, you need the equal amount of iron and coal for building tracks. So
Yeah.
any excess is used for
okay.
getting rid of it for gold.
So I get 2 gold.
That's 1
It cost me 1 time.
1 time for
So
green.
1 time.
And then it's your go again.
Me again. And I've already used that to buy military. So
One bit I missed. Basically, this resets once we've got a cube on each of them. Is that right?
Yep. You have to choose the action to take them back.
Oh, okay. Right. Fair enough.
if you take a character card,
Yep.
do you get to use? Is using it a separate action?
No. No. So the ones that say 1 use only, you just use them and get rid of the card. If it's once per combat, then it stays in play in front of you and you can use it as many times as you want.
Okay.
And some of them, like Alexander Proust, is persistent. So it's a permanent ability once you've got the card.
Yeah, and it was Alexander Proust that I had my eyes on.
Until he gets Night Gaunted away.
Kidnapped by the Night Gaunts, which I'm fairly confident.
But it's only for 5 days, and while he's away, you can write a diary and send some photos.
Let's have.
So
Alexander
you may
Proust.
get rid of one to the bottom of the deck
Yep.
if you want to before doing it.
Or before doing
Before taking one, you can choose one of the personalities and get rid of them from the bottom of the deck to the bottom of the deck.
it. Oh, I could. If I took
Paul, did you
her,
attack
I'd
me?
take 4 iron.
I did,
Cube up your attack action
Yeah, they all
Cool.
seem useful.
and get your men back to.
and take the men back. Yep. I did. I spent the time. I definitely spent the time.
Yeah.
But I think given that we've got so much iron so far,
So, are any of these cards kind of ballast that we think we need to get rid of?
Possibly that one. Possibly that one.
they all seem useful.
We don't want to take iron from the supply.
The in-game scoring may not be the best thing to have around at this
That's
point
what
in
I'm
the game.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's get rid of that one.
So that goes to the bottom.
And I'll have Alexander.
Oh, just a 3 military units.
Oh, Captain Flounder.
One use only.
Captain Haddock.
Take 1 military unit of your choice,
Oh.
aka save 5 gold.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to do a little bit of that, aren't we? So have I put a thingy on? Yes, I've put that on there. So that cost
Okay.
me. So I'm not going to have Marcel Proust, who's going to help me search for lost time. I'm going to use Captain Flounder.
So you keep the card, use it whenever you want. You could use it now if you wanted
Me.
to.
I'm going to use it now because
Yeah.
otherwise he'll nick it off me. I'll have an artillery, please, Bob.
There you go.
Yeah, so it lives in your barracks.
How much
So now you've got a
playtesting?
nice little combined force.
Nice.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And it's Is it you again, or did we not move your time unit?
We didn't move my time.
No,
unit.
you were there.
Oh, was
you
I?
moved one.
So it's me again.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Can I collect any resources?
I thought we did move him. I'll
No.
just double
Can
check.
I?
Pretty sure that green was there.
I'm scrubbing back.
No, that's where he is.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's 8.
Oh, because you can
he's-
easily track.
Yeah, he's taken 8 actions. At this point, yeah, he's taken 8 actions. So
1, 2, 3,
That was a 4,
4,
5,
5,
6, 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
okay, in that case, you should. So already you should be on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you should be there.
Is there? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I do apologise. It was yeah. So.
I thought so.
All right.
Okay. So it's not your go.
Yep. Over to me.
So BLT.
I think we're going to.
Greater
BLT.
tentacled. Greater tentacled something. GLT.
You're just making it worse. you know?
GLC.
Great tentacle one.
I mean, I was planning on devouring his soul anyway, but now you just
GTO.
Okay.
GTO.
Just goes
Red.
Robs.
Grand
Red
Theft
Rob.
Auto.
Right. I did have a plan, but now I've forgotten.
Were you going to build some
Yeah, so
farms?
no, I'm going to take this because I want to take all this before anything gets in the way. So I'll use my second collect action to do that,
Get ironed up.
and that cost me 1 time.
Which
So I
means
get
it's
to
your
go
go again. So in the normal game, where there isn't another player playing the old ones, you see the number 22 with the purple disc on. That's when the old ones wake up.
Right.
So the players effectively have until then to build up their network and do stuff, and then the old ones wake up on 22.
So if I want to put 3 farms down, that's 3
Push
times.
3 time.
I think for efficiency reasons, I'll do
Yep.
3.
So 1 of each farm
Yeah.
gets you 3 gold. I would recommend not putting a farm here because it's a
Yeah.
little bit dangerous. Maybe not even there, but you could put one there. It's going to be 3 different
Cattle
ones.
has to go
Has
there.
to go on that
Yeah.
thing.
And sheep has to go on the red. That's it.
There you go. Nice.
And that gets you
So you get
3
3
gold.
immediate gold.
Yeah.
You need
Could
an
I
extra one.
have an extra one, please?
Cattle in the hills and not sheep.
Yep.
Martin Wallace hasn't been to Wales then, I guess.
Right.
Okay. Oh, it's me again.
It's you.
Well, he
I'm
made a
gonna
game
do
about
another
Wales, didn't he?
Amigo
Snowdonia.
Oh,
card
that's
draw
true, yeah.
action.
So is it draw 3,
Draw 3, pick 1.
pick 1, put the other 2 bottom of the deck?
Or was
There were
was
lots
that
of
Martin Wallace?
expansions. There were lots of expansions to Snowdonia. I wonder if one of them involved Cthulhu old ones.
I don't think it did.
Yeah. Was it Martin Wallace? Am I getting my...
No, that's Tony Bodell.
Sorry.
You're getting your UK designers mixed up.
Yeah.
UK designers that make train games.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your go, Peter.
Right. I think we're getting close. I could just do one last little bit of rail building, just to give me a little bit more of a
One
network.
wafer thin
Wafer
rail
thin.
building.
Or I could just get my guys back, ready for a bit more of something different next time.
Yep, it's always time to take your cubes back.
I should be there.
So let's do that. Let's go there.
You don't put a cube on it.
Oh,
You just say, I'm doing it, spend 1 time and get all your cubes back.
Yep. I get my cubes back,
Yeah.
and that's my go.
So I'm thinking that I'm a little nervous about this one. So I'm going to do the attack action again, which cost me a gold. And I'm going to send these 2 in for 2 time. And it is... Dun, 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 it's a zombie. It's not worth any points. It's not a very powerful zombie, but I'm assuming that against zombies, infantry are good, armoured cars are good.
I think
Yeah.
most things. I think it's just artillery aren't. because
Off we
they-
go then.
Okay.
Come on, Mr. Zombie.
So you do 1 damage to it.
Dead. Thank you. I don't know what you two are doing. Faffing around building farms and mining.
Okay.
That's...
That was your 2.
That's
Yeah,
it.
1,
That's
2.
my 2 goes done.
Green.
Oh,
Well-
this is breathing space.
Well, I think
He's not revealed any of them yet. Presumably you can only move them once they've been
Yeah,
revealed.
that's it.
And when they move towards the closest
Closest target. I get to choose if there's
in
going to
ties.
be a
Right,
be a
okay.
tie.
Got it. Okay.
well, I think that
Very good, Matt. Yeah. Rob Zombie.
Yep.
yes, I mean the newly in receipt of his battlefield commission, Lieutenant Bloggs is now going to lead the
He's been
assault.
promoted twice in a
Yeah.
in
Well, that's all the other officers got eaten. So
Now, do I send the armoured car to soak up damage? I've got the artillery to do that.
yeah, so it's cost you 1 more time.
It'll
but
cost
it
me
adds
1 more
extra
time.
hit points.
Let's do that.
Okay, so
Let's
3
send them all in.
times.
So
3.
3 time,
and
and then off we go.
off you go. You're fighting the temple, presumably.
Blowing the ideally blowing bits off the temple. Yes, I'm going to finish off the temple. That's the plan.
Okay.
So let's go.
Okay. So you're doing the first
Rob
attack.
got a sneaky card.
Oh,
didn't he, Sam?
yes. First things first, we're going to play a card. Inflict 2 damage against infantry when defending a temple. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yum, yum, yum. So,
So
your first
Corporal Super Field Marshal Bloggs is dead.
yep.
Well,
And I believe...
And you get some points.
I believe that is just a...
So it's 2 damage on an infantry, which means he'd be dead.
Does he get the purple heart, or is that only? No.
Yeah, get VP, so I get 1 VP for every infantry and armoured car.
Okay.
Boom.
Right. I mean, that cost him a time.
Then,
Oh, he's got more. Another time.
ghouls. Replace 1 infantry. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yum, yum, yum. With the lowest available unused zombie tile.
Uh-oh. Now, does that count as you killing them?
That's quite powerful, isn't it?
Oh, there we are.
The human player loses 1 of their infantry. The zombie is added to the old ones in the combat hex. The OOP
Yep.
gains
Oh,
VP for the eliminated
The
infantry.
XX tokens, were we not using them, or
We weren't. Why?
because they're in here?
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
We shouldn't have them.
No, they shouldn't be in there. Let's hopefully you don't draw any in there.
Well, so
what is it you're taking?
I'm looking for the lowest available unused zombie, which is this one.
Wow. So they're both in there.
Yep.
That's very tough.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I get. It turns out I get to fight back in this game.
Wow.
That's yeah.
Okay.
Well, of course, that means I'm not doing any actions for a while.
Yeah, that has cost you 2 turns worth of stuff.
Yep.
It's quite powerful, though.
So I think you've got to fight 1 round of combat.
Yeah, because I triggered that after you declared your attack in before the card was resolved. So when there's 2 in there, does he pick one to
don't know.
fight and then another one?
I don't know. Combat against 2 things. I don't know how that works. I don't know if that's in the base game because I don't know whether it can happen in the base game.
I think it can because they move, so they could all move in. They could end up
Okay.
resolving combat.
Maybe you just do everything that's in there. That would make sense.
Yeah, 1 or more old ones move into your port hex.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you just look up both of the lines on the card. That seems to make the most sense. Simultaneous on the same card. Thank you, Gnome. Yep.
Oh, thanks, Gnome.
So we just draw a card.
Yep.
And
So that, yeah, pretty bloody. So,
we're
first things
looking
first.
at
So
zombies and temples.
the zombie takes a hit.
No.
he doesn't because
There's
no
no
Oh, the
infantry
infantry are all dead,
left.
but he does no damage to you. Your artillery does 2 damage to the temple.
Nice.
Oh, well done.
Kablam.
Yep. So it's still standing, but then
You
it
take
hits
1
you
damage.
1 back.
1 damage.
Yeah, so you take 1 damage, either to the artillery or the armoured cars, your choice.
Okay, have we got a cube?
Oh, sorry, yep, that's my call. That's where you're standing there with your hands open.
Let's leave some of the purple cubes out.
Yeah, just give me a little.
Actually,
supply.
most of them could probably live down there. I hit you for 1.
Okay.
And then you have the decision. Do you wish to keep pushing the
Yep,
attack?
we do.
Okay. So,
Corporal Jones.
so the zombies hit you for 1.
Right.
And go woo 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 woo. Scary,
And then
scary.
Scary, scary. The
Yep.
temple does a pulse and does your scary,
Scary,
scary.
scary.
Do you wish to carry on the attack?
Yeah, go on, one more.
Does the artillery hit the zombie there?
Oops. So the armoured cars hit the zombie for 1. But then the zombie hits you for 1.
Okay.
And the temple hits you for 1.
So they're
They're both dead.
Sorry, I could be wrong, but on the previous card, didn't the artillery hit the zombie?
No,
No.
there is no. That's
Okay.
infantry.
Oh, infantry is it?
Okay.
Ouch.
So that was expensive.
Yeah, pushing on then.
Yeah.
Not good.
I was hoping to finish off that temple, but them's the
sorry,
breaks.
you got
as
the,
they say.
the menu rule book. It's 1 for the armoured car.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get the victory point?
You should have got the victory
yeah,
point
so
for a limit
so
for the
that's
conversion.
That's the two infantry, the armoured car,
Right.
and
So, it's now my
2
go.
for the artillery. So I'll take a 5.
Could I move 3 time units, please?
3 time for blue.
Because I'm building 3 farms. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. And I get 3 gold. Done.
Okay. I'm going to
We may have some movement here.
flip this one
No, we're not.
active.
Zombie.
Zombie.
Little zombie.
There's only a little one.
Little zombie.
Yeah, we got a problem there. Because you've got no defence forces left.
Got enough
Except
gold to
for
buy more.
that is itself.
Oh,
is,
that
yeah,
is
a defence force in its own right.
It counts as an infantry in a fight.
Yeah.
But still.
I'm going to take 2
Take 2 coal.
coal.
Yep. So that's 1 time for Rob. For importing. And then it's your go again.
Then I'm going to buy Timothy Brassey. Oh no, not that one.
Did you want to cycle 1 before you did that? Like the one that's given us points for farms. It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess probably that's not the most useful thing right now, is it?
Replaced by Colonel Curry. Inflict 1 damage on an old one during combat. Every combat, once per combat, used to inflict 1 damage.
I think I'll
Pretty good.
stick with this though.
Yep. So take Timothy Brassey.
Can I use him immediately?
Yep.
Well, I'll do that then.
Do these slide down and you get a new one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll spend the iron and the coal.
Oh yeah, Doctor. He's good. So you have to have the stuff, but it doesn't cost you any time.
Yeah.
You want to pass me the personality? That's used. Okay.
All done.
Purple.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Green.
Ramping up there, isn't it?
Well, I think we haven't really got much choice. I think we need to
Yep.
build. I think it's going to have to be a couple of
2 infantry.
infantries at a cost of 2 gold.
1 gold each. Yep.
That was your 1.
And it's you again.
And
Zombies heal after combat end.
Oh.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, just was that one.
Thank you for that. I wasn't aware of that.
Yep, it's a high level 5 defence zombie gnome because the card I played to bring it out said find the
Find the highest or
no,
the
there was
lowest.
the lowest, and there was
that was the
yeah,
one.
That was the one.
Wow.
What does it say about zombies?
Yeah.
okay, I'm going.
Unless
to,
it's been funny. I don't know.
Oh, yep.
move me on 1 time.
Any
I'll
damage
take
inflicted
him.
remains there. Zombies are the exception. They always heal up.
So zombies heal up. Right. Okay. Thank you for the ruled reminder on that one.
I'm going to take Franz Newman. If one of your units is eliminated, return it to the barracks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get
so
my,
that ticks that one on.
get my sanity back, even though I lost all my guys. My troops.
Purple again.
Okay, I'm going to activate a unit.
Mad Johnson.
Okay.
There you go.
Right. Red.
That's me. I'm going to collect. I'm going to spend a gold to use this again.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the gold.
Cool.
Nicole. Yeah.
So we're doing all the fighting. He's busy snaffling up all
Yeah.
the resources.
Well, I mean,
Probably going to have to get some fighting in
yeah.
because these are going to be moving soon and start attacking these farms. You can't defend them,
no.
so
Oh, yeah.
you've spent your time.
Yeah.
Right, my go. These should have come back.
Have I? Yes.
What do I want to do? I think I want to take a personality. So I'm going to spend 1 time. Do I want to cycle any of these? I don't think I want to cycle them. I'm going to take Colonel Curry. So this is a once per combat, so that's going to stay there.
Mhm.
Juliet Verne. Nice. Okay, my second one. Do I want to take my cubes back? No, we want to go there and get all of this. That's another 1 time for me. And then it's red.
Right, I'm going to buy some military units. So it's 1 time for
Always
each.
1 time.
For each one.
You can only buy 1 thing
Okay.
unless it's infantry, in which case
Right.
you can buy 2.
Okay, so I'm going to buy an armed car for 3,
Yep.
and I'm going to spend an additional 2 for a
Right.
fort or whatever.
Outpost. Yeah.
Where's
So
it going to go?
where do you put the outpost on your network?
So I have to go in one of these gaps.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it goes on a hex you're connected to.
That seems like a good place.
Yep. So it has 2 firepower, and if it gets attacked, you can move in troops, which I think is up to 2 infantry and 1 armored car,
But why would you attack it?
because it's the closest thing.
Oh, because you don't.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Yep.
It
If-
counts as a target. So whenever this activates, actually, that's 2 away. That's 2 away.
Yep.
So Rob could choose that to go there. You might want to build it there. Because if you do, that has to then go.
Although it does protect you from anything
Just
spawning
protect you from
here.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything spawns here, it's got to move into there.
I think I will go with that
Okay.
for the plan.
And the way it works is you may send 3 units, any 3 units,
Right,
when you
okay.
get attack, and there's no time cost to send them out for that fight.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Over to me.
Yeah.
Let's get the level 2 down.
Another one.
Oh, another one.
Ah.
Yeah. Peter. To recoup your military forces.
It's going to cost me a gold to attack again.
Yep.
It's going to cost me a gold to build anything,
Ah.
which means I won't have enough gold left. I could get some more infantry.
Yep.
That would run me out of gold completely then. And
You can sell resources.
yeah, I'm going to need those.
Or you can ship resources in as well for an action of, yep. So. Or you can build farms to get, or a farm to get money.
Yeah, it's not very efficient though, given that I've only got 2 rails out.
Yep. And I might.
And that zombie will go straight for the farm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a very big zombie.
yeah. He's known as asking if that really is a strength, a defense 5.
It is
Yes,
a
it
defense.
is.
Yeah,
Defense
well, 5 hit points.
And it regenerates.
And it regenerates.
That's all good zombies should.
As all good zombie should, yep.
Well, I think I'm going to take my cost 1 time. I'll get my cubes back.
Okay.
Okay, shall I go again?
That's my go again. I will spend 1 time and 2 gold to build 2 more infantry.
Okay, there's only 2 more infantry left.
And when they're gone, they're gone.
Yep.
Yep. Or once they die, they'll recycle back to the reserves. Right. I'm going to activate. And I'm going to flip.
Right. So that's a loyalist.
Wow.
otherwise known as a traitor,
Yep.
depending on your point of view.
Look, if selling out your species to Dread Elder Gods are going to devour everyone makes you a traitor, then I guess they're traitors, honestly.
So
You're in
loyalists.
your judgmental attitude.
Infantry are good against loyalists. Armoured cars are good against loyalists. Most things are good. They're just really tough.
They're just, tough.
Never trust anybody with tentacles on his hat.
Yeah.
Is that your general?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, life motto.
It was a motto for life.
Right, Rob.
I'm going to go for the reset option.
Doesn't cost you a cube.
No. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then it's me. Can't remember doing that as well. But maybe not. Where are we? What's going on? I'm going to need that for that and that for that. Yeah, same with me. Can you move me on one time? I'm going to do a reset as well.
Okay.
But then it is me again. And this time... So airships. I haven't used airships in the last couple of games that I've played because they're just really expensive.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got Juliet Verne.
If you have an airship present in combat, inflict 1 damage automatically. Ka-ching! And I do have the gold. Let's go for it. I'm going to buy a military unit, and I'm going to spend 4 gold, and I'm going to buy an airship. Done.
Basically, any game that's got Zeppelins is a good one.
Zeppelins, zombies, trains, and
Everything
Cthulhu. Yeah.
All those fictional things.
Yeah.
Zeppelins and zombies. They should have called it that and not Australia.
Right, Rob, what evil are you committing now against the innocent, defenceless forces of the abomination?
Interesting choice of words.
Cthulhu's chief propaganda officer. Honestly, we're not the bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
Look, we love humans, especially your tasty, tasty brains. What do you mean the mic's live? Oh no.
I mean, if Rob takes farms, it's victory points for him at the end of the game, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
So placing them anywhere is not necessarily a good plan, but it is a way of getting gold.
Yeah,
It is.
You can also sell resources for gold.
Yeah,
But you
which
could
is it.
attack that from here. You could attack any of these.
I could. Maybe. It might be a good time to do that.
Maybe you need to start pulling your weight. There's a lot of combat that
Oh,
needs to
really?
be done.
Yeah, I thought you might have attacked before resetting your cubes.
Yeah. Well, and Rob, I mean, he can attack here, but that's about it, right?
No, so this zombie,
Yeah.
that's within 2, that's within 2,
okay.
and that's within 2. So he can choose where it goes. So that's a threat to you, and
see.
that's a threat to you. That one has to go for that one.
Right. So maybe attacking the zombie is a good idea then.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's do that.
Plus, it's only a zombie.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 strength zombie. Then.
So I'm going to send in the boys.
I think
all-
Matt is quoting.
Peep Show. Yes, I am.
Was it Peep Show?
It was, yeah, it was it no Peep Show? It was the 2 guys from Peep
Is the
Show.
yeah.
That sketch.
The sketch with the Germans.
Yeah, Michelin Web. Are we the
Mi-
bad?
Michelin Web, that's it.
We have skulls on our helmets. Are we the bad guys?
It's not only a funny sketch, but it's actually quite philosophical. I think.
So what are you sending in, Bob?
I'm sending my operational service personnel.
Okay, so you stick them onto
Yeah.
there.
2 different.
So you stack the infantry up.
Yep.
And so because you're sending 2 different groups, it costs you 2
2
time.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And you're attacking.
The zombie or the face down counter.
Possibly a bit overkill. The zombie.
Okay. So
Off we go. Oh no.
not with me this time. Right. Card the 1. So it is a zombie. You do no damage to it. It does 1 damage to one of your units and does 1
bad
fear
card.
hit.
Bad card.
That's not good.
So put a cube on one of your tiles.
And lose 1
And
sanity.
lose a
Lose
sanity.
sanity.
Are you carrying on?
Yeah.
Your armoured cars hit them for 1,
Okay.
which means you put one of your coloured cubes on
that.
the zombie. 1 more damage kills it. But then they hit you for 1,
Again.
and you didn't lose another sanity.
that's harsh.
Yeah.
Given,
Do you want to keep going? Because if you stop now, they'll heal up. If you carry on and kill them.
I've got to take the risk, I think.
Okay. Nothing. Carry on.
Yeah.
Your airships, which you haven't got.
I got one. I'll lend it to you.
Yep. Carry on.
Yeah.
Nothing. Carry on.
I'll carry on until something happens.
Oh, so you wipe them out,
But you take a damage.
but
So,
you lose
and
something as
therefore
well.
lose an infantry.
Yeah.
Well, you could lose the armoured car, but yeah, you're better off losing the infantry.
You get those.
You get a victory point.
I don't
that's
get him,
right.
he goes back to the reserve. But I get a victory point because I aided some humans.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I've done my bit now.
Yep.
That's one of them
They
gone.
heal up and they reset back to your barracks.
Okay.
And you get your sanity back
Marvellous.
until tomorrow.
Okay.
Right. Purple.
Yes. I'm going to take a move action.
Hey.
So I reveal 4 cards.
Oh right. You don't just choose.
No,
Oh
I
right.
still have to
Okay.
use the card movement. So, movement 1, my Shoggoths and Migos will
So
move
we're looking
one
for.
space.
Let's just show this on the cards themselves. It's the ones with the white circle
circle.
around it. So you're basically doing 4 cards.
Yep.
And then moving according to the cards.
And then traitor infantry move.
But do you do all the movement and then the attacks?
Just double check that. Make sure it's all the moves and then the attacks.
And it has to go to its closest target.
Yeah, draw 4 movement cards. Finish all movement before starting combat.
So you've moved off a spawn counter. Does that stay?
I can now. Yeah, so I can now spawn.
Oh, it is literally a spawn point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, first one was Shoggoths and Migos.
Yeah.
Second one was Cthulhu and
Loyalists.
Loyalists.
Did the loyalists move?
Yep, they moved
Loyalists
from
did
there to
move.
there.
Right, okay.
Next one is Shoggoths and Migos, and the fourth one
But the Migo doesn't move
because
anymore
he's
because
already
it's
got a
reached
target.
a target.
Again, Shoggoths and Migos. It's not amazing, but
So I was lucky there that the loyalist.
didn't then move again.
And the other thing as well, thematically, zombies in that deck don't have white circles around them very much because they move slow.
Yeah.
So the things that you would imagine move fast
Migos and
are
Shoggoths.
represented in that deck by all of those. Right. So we have a combat,
We do indeed.
and we have a combat on an outpost using the new rules.
Yep. So
My full complement of operational service personnel will
which
be
costs you
joining
no time,
this
you get to march
encounter.
them straight in.
Yeah.
You can respond immediately by sending up to 3 units from your barracks, but you cannot send units if the rail link back to your port is blocked or broken. There is no time point cost or gold cost. The outpost fights as infantry and can take 2 damage. And when an infantry symbol appears on an old one card and the player has both infantry and outpost, it's 1 damage, not 2. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
that is a second infantryman in every way.
Yeah.
But it can take damage separately to them.
Yes.
So yeah, so it is more powerful than just it being
Yeah.
a infantryman.
Right. Off we go then.
So you have basically in this one you have to keep fighting at least until that's gone.
Okay.
So first things first, it's Amigo. So your infantry hit it for 1 and it does 1 point to your fear.
Outpost cannot retreat
Yep.
and will fight on even. So you can retreat with your other units, but the outpost stays.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because it hasn't got legs.
Okay. Carrying on. Same again. So your infantry hit him for 1
And I lose a bit of
and you
sanity.
lose sanity.
Well. At this
Bit
rate,
of
I'm going to
sanity
go
between
insane.
friends. Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing happens.
So your artillery would fire, but you haven't got any, and the Migo hit you for 1.
1 damage.
So you can put it on either the infantry, the armoured car, or
Or
the
the
outpost. Yeah, leave the put it on the one that
Is that
can't run
going to
away.
heal at the end of the combat?
Yeah, so you'll always do.
Yeah.
Keep
Only,
going.
only one that sort of remains is if the port takes multiple damage in a turn, it'll become weakened for the next fight.
Twist.
Okay, your armoured cars hit me for 1, and you take 1 more fear damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of combat, surviving outposts are repaired. Yeah.
Right. Oh, I've got to take the risk now. The risk is
Yeah, you're
going
still
insane.
not taking a huge amount of damage, so it's okay. So you do successfully kill it just for your
Yeah.
men break. So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because it's simultaneous.
Yeah.
So you take the sanity loss
And they all run
at
off
the same
screaming.
point as yeah.
All right.
So because it's simultaneous.
Right.
so yeah, you did it. You held it without losing any casualties.
Well, that was lucky. Yeah.
You can get them back.
I think it was 50-50, wasn't it? Towards the end there.
Migos do more fear than damage, I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
on that one. So,
Got one more and I would have been. Yeah, well,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Peter.
Well, I think we have to throw ourselves back into the fray. That's going to cost one.
One time, because you're sending one type of unit.
That's one time. Please, if you can advance me on the time track, and then
Off we go.
off we go.
okay.
Bang, bang, bang.
So it's zombies and
You're
temples.
charging into my zombies and temples.
I'm
Right?
charging into my zombies.
Just sending in
and
wave
With 4
after wave
infantry.
of men. Right. Thank you, Field Marshal Haig.
Nomi's asking, how does it feel compared to the base game? There's only me that's played the base game, and it does feel a bit tougher because there's somebody in control of, sort of semi in control.
Yeah, I think these things are the most dangerous.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely,
yeah,
the new
hitting
Mythos
you
cards.
with dirty cards.
Definitely.
So your infantry charge in.
Has he got any sneaky shenanigans?
Oh yes, always a sneaky shenanigans. So first card. So
Is it
zombies,
and temples?
airships, nothing. Temples, your infantry. Your infantry have destroyed it,
Temple is gone.
but you've taken 1 sanity loss.
Okay.
So you get that. You get them back. But you lose 1 sanity.
Yep, done that.
Okay. Are you carrying on the fight?
Well, might as well for now.
For now, yeah. So your infantry hit the zombies for 1.
Nice.
Good shot.
Infantry hit the zombies for 1. You take 1 damage back. And 1
Keep
sanity
going.
loss.
Oh, keep going.
Airships.
No.
Nothing. 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 Armored cars. So nothing. No. Yeah, it was a vicious temple you had on your doorstep there. So nice work on that. Unfortunately, the huge horde of zombies pouring out of it's making things a bit more complicated. Carrying on.
Yep.
Nothing. 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 There's a lot of skirmishing going on right now. You hit them for 1.
It's going all right.
Yep.
It is going all right.
You hit them for 1, but they hit you back for 1,
Okay, so
killing someone.
it doesn't because I've got Franz Newman.
No.
If one is eliminated,
so he still is
send it to your
eliminated.
barracks.
Shift
so,
them off. And you lost sanity.
Okay. Ooh, okay, keep going.
Then I play, for 0 cost, inflict 1 damage in combat and force 1 loss of sanity. Your army breaks.
Okay.
Okay, so they all go back.
He heals up, but so does my horde of zombies.
Okay. That's cost you a card though. So.
I don't know if you get the point for the one that was eliminated, but then returned to the barracks.
Does it say on that?
No.
That didn't cost me any
Unless
time.
you can find it.
Yep, sure.
Well, he saved his zombie, and it healed up. You did all right. Yeah, I think you'd have got him if it weren't for that card. And was that a no time?
Is he Franz Newman?
Yeah.
Eliminated
is, isn't
units
it?
returned by using Franz Newman still score VP
Okay.
for the OOP.
Have a point. I missed that.
Yep.
Right.
That didn't cost me. And that didn't cost me a time.
There was no time. How many of those nasty cards have you got in
I've
hand?
got one left now. So
Sure, go
let's
again.
start drawing some more.
Well, since he's used his cards, let's spend a gold, go in again, hope for.
Oh, he's charging in again.
He's
That's
going
right,
in
okay.
again with 3
Yeah.
infantry.
Is that
Move
so?
your
And there's
time.
Newman once per combat.
Yes.
He's wants to combat. Yep.
So
So
can
one
you
time
go
for green. Off we go again.
Sorry.
That's right. Okay, so nothing. 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 Nothing.
Good film this.
They
Nothing's
hit
happened
you
for the
for
first time.
1 and 1 sanity.
Not a good start.
Nothing. So there is stuff happening, but it's
Yeah,
nothing.
it's
with just infantry,
not related
there's a lot
to
of
the
nothings. They hit you for 1 and 1 sanity.
Infantry is supposed to be good at
Have another point.
attacking zombies, aren't they?
I suppose that's the problem with Newman. Although he's saving them, I'm still racking up the VPs each turn. So
Keep going.
carrying on. Nothing. You hit the zombies for 1.
Okay.
You hit the zombies for 1.
Come on.
They hit you for 1 and 1 fear.
Yep.
Are you sure you want to carry on?
Um,
Because you've got to do 3 more damage to it.
yeah, good point. I'm going to retreat.
Okay.
Then it regenerates.
Yeah. That's really tough.
Yep.
Oh, I need more.
Right.
Yeah, such a lot
Yeah,
of hit
need
points as well.
varied.
Yeah, so
Varied attack forces.
mass infantry spam isn't usually... It's okay, but it's... But I don't think with zombies that tactic will probably be working because of your healing ability. With the zombies, they're just... Yeah.
They're healing up as well. Right, off you go, Rob.
Rob's up.
Here we go.
Oh,
Omnipound pain in the... Yeah. Thank you very much.
great tentacle.
Okay. Right, well, let's get some more Mythos cards in since I've used up most of my filthy cards.
Draw 3, choose 1. And then it's my go. Don't like that there.
It's a bit threatening, isn't it?
First thing
That's
we're
quite
going to do is I'm going to take a personality card. We're going to take Juliet Verne. I could cycle them, but I'm not going to. Okay, and then, so that puts me on top of the stack. That was 1 time.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do an attack.
Yeah.
And
Remove 1 temple
The
along with
irony.
any old ones on it. Ah.
that would have been good.
They're
So,
being so sweet about me in the chat.
are they now?
Oh, yeah.
Team
yeah.
Rob.
Yep.
Team Cthulhu. So, are armoured cars any good against loyalists? They are. Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to spend 2 time to put in the infantry and the armoured car, because putting in an airship doesn't cost
It's
any
free.
additional time.
Yep.
And we're going to attack that.
Okay.
So, before the combat starts, I'm going to use Colonel Curry and Juliet Verne to deal 2 damage.
It's quite
1
strong.
damage on 1 or 1 during combat. Yep.
Okay, off
Very
we go then.
nice.
So, we're fighting a loyalist.
Yep. I've got some really great news for you, Paul.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't a cloud your airship just flew into, it was a giant flying polyp.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's dead.
What is?
Your airship.
What?
Just been polyped in the face.
Destroy 1 airship.
Destroy
But it's
one
not an
airship.
airship, it's a Zeppelin.
Ah ha 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 ha.
Oh,
Right,
dear.
just for that, I'm eating your sanity. That's 2 more VPs from me. So that's
I don't like these cards. I think we should play a version without those cards.
yes. Our airship's hitting them fantastic, and they've just been devoured by a polyp. Oh.
Right. Well, I'm still going to go for it.
That's right, man. As long as we have airship support, we're going to be okay.
Yes. No airship support.
Yep. Right.
All of that time and effort spent building it.
Yes. Yes, because I'm a horrible, horrible, broken person.
Off we go then.
Okay,
We're gonna-
round
we're gonna
1. Armoured cars hit me for 1.
Yay.
I hit you for 1.
Boo.
Carrying on.
Yep.
Oh, 2 more hits. Nicely, nicely.
Oh,
Infantry and
1
armoured
for
cars.
infantry, 1
yeah.
for armoured cars.
Yeah, those 2 additional hits at the start have really helped.
Twist.
Yep. Yeah, airship, oh no, airship and airship. Nothing left.
Nothing there.
And no
Okay,
armoured train.
yeah. A twist.
They hit you for 1.
Carry on.
Carrying on. No artillery.
No artillery. Carry on.
Your infantry finished the job.
Yes.
You've wiped out the loyalist force.
And then these come home
Yep.
and heal up. Boom.
And drink to toast the crew of the
Done.
So that's
of the USS
Repeat that.
Uncrashable.
Me again.
Yep. There's your green cubes back. That's where they came from, actually. Oh, I came off the zombie when I healed it up. Ooh, you've been doing horrible things
Yeah,
to my
that's-
poor
that's-
defenceless minions. That makes me very sad, Rob.
I'm happy with that. That worked.
Yeah. Getting 2 free hits in at the start.
Yeah.
Okay, let's spend 1 time. Gain another character. It's going to be Colonel.
Do you want to cycle any beforehand?
Yeah, perhaps I'll cycle this one. Just in case something unmissable comes out. Tex McCreary, what +1 VP for every cattle farm? No. So let's spend the. I've done that. So I'll take him, I think.
Mhm.
Well,
Sacrifice a unit to, or
Ken
eliminate.
Jago would be good because you start with 4 sanity instead of 3.
Yeah, but that combos with that.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of. So that's why I'm going to have him, and that's my go. Oh, it's me again.
No, it's me now. Yeah, so I'm going to build some railway tracks. Just to be.
That's not one time, roll that multiple time then.
Oh yes, 2 time.
Yep. If you're building it not through the hills.
Yeah. No prizes for guessing.
Yep. Green.
Well, let's instead of trying to move my drinks cabinet 18 inches closer to Cthulhu, let's try something different. 3 time this time, and let's go here.
Yep. Cost you an iron and a coal.
An iron and a coal.
Purple.
Okay.
And then purple again.
So purple's 2 actions, just going to be placing 2 more cubes.
Okay.
So it has to be from these 2 stacks.
So it's a level 3 Gribbly. Could be Cthulhu.
Drop him there.
So there is a mob called Cthulhu. There is a.
Yeah, Cthulhu
There
is
is.
actually in it. He's pretty tough.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
whether it's in there or
Or
over
there,
there, we
we're
don't
not
know.
sure.
Okay,
Red.
just got to hope it's over there. So I'm going to go with taking resources. I'll take the gold.
Yep. It's me. Well, if you hadn't have put that there, I was going to send the armoured car there to get rid of the token. However, you did, so I won't. Yeah.
So you have to have a railway going directly into there.
No,
You cannot have a railway going into there.
Okay,
Remember,
so
because when you right now, all these hexes are active, and you can range out from your active hexes.
okay, so an attack action would destroy that.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Or that, or that, or that, or that.
okay,
Because you've got range 1 from
yeah,
anything on your network. So you're in a great position to be able to just wipe out half of these tokens. Yeah, I'm not. So I'm going to spend.
They're level 2s. He's a level 3 because of that +1, and these are level 3s.
Can you move me 2 time on, please?
So is it actually an attack just to destroy a token?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
you get
automatically successful. So you just send any
But,
one
it's,
unit.
but you still have to commit.
You
to,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're still taking the action.
to me.
Yep.
I am going to take the other collection action to take this, and that gives me a
You
gold.
get a gold as well.
And then I'm going to take the attack
No,
action.
you're
It's
not.
not you.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, so I get a few turns.
In a minute, yes.
So I'm going to place.
not quite used to the leapfrogging thing yet.
It's another 3.
Yep. Let's stick that one.
I think it's going to
down
start getting very dangerous very soon.
there, and this level 2 is going to
Yeah.
go down there.
Okay, move 1 on again.
So that was my
Now-
2. That was my 2 actions.
Now,
Drop
Rob,
2
you can
more.
do an attack.
Yeah, okay. I shouldn't have said what I was going to do, but
I was going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
so yeah, I'll take this one out.
Yep.
Okay. You just-
Your unit should be back in your barracks.
And your sanity
Yeah.
should be recovered as well.
Yeah,
And that cost you a gold to do that.
because I've already done.
Because
an
you've
attack.
already done it once, yeah. But 1 gold, you send an infantry in, gets rid of the spawn token. Done.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Me.
Blue.
Well, we don't know what this is. And
Yeah, I played things in wrong order earlier
I'm a little worried about.
because I didn't use this before refreshing.
Yeah.
So it cost me an extra gold.
Okay,
basically.
so I'm going to export for 1 time, 2 coal for 2 gold. Done.
I'm going to collect that, and I get a gold.
Yep. That just goes in your warehouse as well.
Should I put it in my
One time for green.
Which goes in my
You'll
whorehouse.
go again. One time for green.
Oh, sorry.
Right, it's me
And
again.
then green again. Well, we've lasted longer than we did last time I played.
Let's spend our remaining coal and iron. Let's move along 2 spots.
2 time.
And do that.
Yeah. Nice railway line around the zombie. The scenic route. Right, it's me next.
The points for longest track.
I'm not completely sure what to do. I'm going to grab those resources for 1 time.
Right. I am going to. I did have a plan.
Got a lot of gold.
Yeah, that was it. I was going to spend my gold to buy some artillery
Artillery.
because it's good against Cthulhu and Shoggoths.
And temples. Should we find any other
Don't
temples?
forget to pop your cube on your purchase.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Gribbly time.
Mr. Out of production.
Then
So that is
shut
a
off.
Shoggoth. 7 health, worth 7 points.
Yeah.
What's good against Shoggoths?
Artillery.
Artillery. Nice.
Yeah.
Trains and artilleries. Yeah. Okay.
Run them over or blow the hell out of them.
I've got a gold problem again. I think I'm going to have to try and build. I'm going to build some farms because I need the gold.
So you could build 2 farms. So 2 time.
Why only 2?
Because you can't build on green.
Oh, okay.
So you can build a yellow one there
Oh, yeah, of course.
and a sheep farm any way you want. Wherever you build it, it's a little dangerous.
Yeah.
So you get 2 gold for that.
I think it's
If you
it's giving
build
Rob potential victory points in
If you-
exchange for gold, basically.
it, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me
Yeah.
next.
So
Don't
okay.
want Rob to be able to reveal that and then move it
So you-
because we got a farm there and I'm potentially thinking of building a farm here. So it's a little dangerous.
so you don't want to give him a double action.
No. But of the other things, it's tricky. Okay, so I'm going to reset. First thing I'm going to do is reset, which is 1 time. And then it's my go again. And I will spend another 4 gold to buy
Another airship.
another airship.
Yep.
But this time
Not
we
crash
have
it.
Armour plated.
we have polyp detection systems.
Okay. I'm going to do a Mythos shuffle.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this 1 versus many option.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It seems impossible.
It'd
but
be interesting for you two to play the base game
yeah.
now and see how it compares. From our point of view, it's an almost familiar feeling.
Right. Green.
You've got no. Oh, yeah, green. Yeah. I don't know if you've played Middle Earth Quest. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
once. Probably with you when we played with completely the wrong rules.
So it's me.
Possibly.
I will spend 1 time to get my cubes back,
That's a similar kind of setup, isn't
Yeah.
it?
and then I will spend 1 time to get a card. Let's just. Do we want to recycle one first? Some of these are really, really good.
They're all really good, I think.
So I'm going to recycle. Sorry,
Yeah.
Tex. Professor Guillaume, reduce time point cost for attacking by 1 to a minimum of 1 time point. Okay, that's useful if you've got a lot of stuff. But I'm going to have that.
Yep.
Which is my go, so I move on by
Placed
1.
by Boris Krupp. Your armoured trains can take 4 damage before they are eliminated.
Okay, all done.
Yeah.
If you've managed to be able to afford any of
Oh,
these.
looks nice in this game as well.
Yeah,
Do like the
yes,
artwork.
it's always there.
Yeah.
Start
yeah,
my
it's good,
turn.
isn't it?
Hema 4. Reveal up to 3 old ones on the map.
What?
1,
That's quite
2,
strong.
For no time cost.
3. Yep. And then my second action, my actual action, is going to be a move action.
Okay. Wrong deck.
So, oh yes, sorry, it's right there.
Okay, first card.
Well, they all move. So 3, 4. So me goes,
So that
And
goes
Cthulhu.
towards its nearest target.
which has to be there. Shoggoths have, let's see.
There is a Shoggoth.
Yep, it's got to be there. Zombies. Shoggoths. And
Loyalists.
loyalists.
Right, so we have 1 attack. Which thankfully is on Rob's outpost again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's only a little zombie.
My operational service personnel will come back into the
Okay,
fray.
right.
One of each.
Well, artillery aren't very good, but they can be extra damage soak,
Yep.
can't they? So
Yep. Okay,
Right. So yeah, the outpost is being probed again.
first card.
Okay, card the 1. So,
Armoured car.
zombies. Armoured car hits them for 1. They hit you for 1 and do 1 fear.
let's put it on the
I
card.
suspect you won this one, but nothing. You hit me for 1, I hit you for 1 and 1 fear.
Again.
And you finished them off.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
level
you
2.
could have put damage tokens on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a
Well,
little
just
risky
you're
putting it
aware.
on the artillery.
Your
Oh, you're
network
right,
is
yeah,
cut off.
Ah, yes. Because the zombies on the line. It's the wrong type of zombies on the line.
Zombies on the
You
line.
also, Rob, so your network.
We
currently
apologise for
has-
the delay on Northern Rail.
The 450 to Wigan is delayed due to zombies on the line. Yeah.
Blue.
So-
I mean, British Rail do keep coming up with excuses. I mean, if they ever say that one, we know something's up. Right, me. So I had a plan, and it was to do that, and to do that, and to do that. And now that I've done that, I think I'm going to attack.
Okay.
Because I've got my airship
It's
again.
all airships up with
I am
Juliet
all
Vernon.
airship up. So I'm going to attack, and it's going to be those. Now, we don't know what it's going to be, so I am going to play it safe. It's going to cost me 2 time. Hang on a minute. Do I take a risk? Because I've got these 2 things. If I don't use the armoured car, it's only going to cost me 1 time. And that means I'm going to get to do something
Where are you? What are you doing?
again.
You're-
I'm going to take a risk. I'm not going to use the armoured car.
Okay.
So I'm just going to spend 1 time,
And you're attacking this one,
and I'm attacking that one.
which you don't know could be a kangaroo.
Yeah. So if I actually didn't use the infantry and use the armoured car, I could have attacked
Either of them as well.
them at range 2. But that's the one which I'm the most worried about at the moment. Right.
Go for it.
So it is a kangaroo. I thought it might be.
Do you still get victory points for us?
I remove the spawn token, but you do not
Yeah.
get victory points for kangaroos.
Yep.
Okay. And everybody comes home.
Red.
Yeah, I'm glad I just spent the 1 time.
I should have looked at these before, but no, I don't think I need any of those.
Okay, this area is looking quite safe now. Quite happy with that.
Yeah. It's not quite so safe over here.
No.
The Shoggoth's primary damage is going to be like just damage rather than sanity, isn't it?
Actually, we have
who
seen a
knows?
bit, so
Who knows?
yeah, there's a mix.
Okay.
So
I'm just wondering whether it's worth taking something like Count Yago to get more sanity. No. I think I'm just going to take 2 more infantry.
So take the actual action first, Rob.
Alright, so I put...
Which will cost you a gold.
It'll cost you a gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which means
Maybe I won't do that, yeah. That's a bad idea. In that case, I'll reset.
take it. Oh yeah,
For the
so
first.
you're taking a time to take your reset.
Yeah, which
Now
I've done.
another time. Yeah, so now you can recruit some infantry. Move you guys back to your barracks as well.
Yeah. And my sanity is restored.
Temporarily.
Buy military units. Spend 2 gold for 2 more infantry.
Yeah. And that cost me 1 time, right?
1 time. Right, me.
I think I go back to barracks.
Yeah.
I am going to spend 2 time, a coal and an iron to go there and there. There's a nice beach here.
Yep, get some corn planted. Over to me. We're gonna take another move action.
Okay, 4 more cards.
So, card the 1.
I think that outpost is, yeah,
Card the 2.
yeah. Wow. Uh-oh.
Card the 3. They won't move any further because they got targets. And card the 4. Ah, the zombies don't arrive. Never mind.
You were hoping for the zombies
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. Okay, so we got 2 fights. Which one do you want to resolve first?
Okay, we'll do this one down here.
The
first.
big one.
Yep.
Right. I'm just going to take these off and put them here.
So I've got to fight them both at once.
Yeah. So that's that.
If I'm going to fight at all,
That's
I've got
those.
to fight them both at once.
Yeah, so you can now mobilise up to 3 units in to back them up.
Only 3.
Yeah. But the infantry are good against. Sorry, the
When you say 3 units, is that 3 types of units?
No,
No, 3 units.
Actual units.
you probably want the artillery because they're
Shoggoths.
good against Shoggoths.
You want artillery, mainly artillery, and then probably a bit of cannon fodder, and then an extra. You probably want to put all 3 in.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Or I could let the outpost die. And Rob would get some victory points.
You
I guess.
might as well fight 1 round of
Yeah.
combat, maybe even 2.
Yeah.
Have a crack at it.
But they could potentially kill one of my units, I guess. No, unlikely, isn't it?
I
In one
doubt
round.
it. For 1 round of
No,
combat.
put them on your.
No, put them here.
Okay.
We'll just put all of the stuff. So this is the fight here.
Alright. Card the 1.
First
Big,
card.
yeah, proper assault this time.
Yeah, big
Loyalist
fight.
infantry backed up with giant beasties versus a combined arms force. So, no airship damage, but the Shoggoth hits you for 1. And the artillery do 1 damage to the loyalists. Carrying on.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the artillery do 2 damage to the Shoggoth.
Oh, nice one. Blew a few tentacles off with that shot.
Kaboom. And there was nothing for the loyalist, was there?
No. 1 fear damage from the Shoggoth. And the artillery hit the loyalists
For 1.
for 1. Yeah. The armoured car hits the Shoggoth.
In fact,
The
I
Shoggoth
just
hits
realised
you.
we're supposed to track these here.
Oh, right, yeah. Armoured car hits the Shoggoth. Shoggoth hits you. And then the loyalists hit you as well. Purples. Wait a minute, if you've got purple cubes, now getting a big enough battle, we actually might need more purple.
So this damage is going to stay.
Yeah, that's perpetual.
This doesn't heal.
So I have the option now to run away.
Mhm.
Because I could potentially lose a unit in this round coming.
Yes, you could. If
But I
2
think-
damage is inflicted, you would put 1 on there and you'd lose that.
Yeah, because you should be. You're setting the 3
Probably
damage.
losing
so-
the outpost is the best option, isn't it? Or I don't know.
I don't know. Possibly.
I'll risk it, I think.
I'd fight
Okay,
another
we're gonna
round.
fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do 1 more damage, and you hit my loyalists for 1.
Yeah.
So you take 1 more damage.
Oh, I take 1
You
more
take
damage.
1 more damage, right? Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to. Well, this is going to die, isn't it? If I leave it. So
Yeah.
I might as well continue and put a point on it.
Yeah, I mean the worst situation now is that Rob's going to deal you 2 damage.
And
this
I
round.
lose my infantry.
And then you'd lose that and that. But it might be worth stating.
I think it's worth staying another round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carrying on.
Yep.
So the armored cars hit the Shoggoths. The Shoggoths do 1 fear damage,
Yeah.
and then the loyalists hit and kill something, do 1 damage to you. So
So they'll kill the outpost.
if you want to kill the outpost and then retreat, that's fine.
Yeah. So you kill the outpost, you withdraw, these heal,
Yeah.
and then that damage stays there. So these things there are actually damaged.
Yeah.
But that outpost is gone, so these are a big worry now.
Yeah, because they can now just go on.
You got points for defeating an outpost?
Yes.
Right.
2 points.
Okay.
There's your outpost back.
Thank you.
Brutal.
And now we have the attack on the port, which if you lose the port, the game is over and we add up the
You've got
scores.
swarms of infantry, so one would hope, and you've also got your 1-2 punch. So yeah.
So I can put 3.
I don't think you...
No, you don't put.
They're just...
Yeah, you have an army
They're
there.
there.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Well, that's yeah.
Does seem like
total hit points, so the loyalist had 8 hit points and has taken 3 damage. The Shoggoth had 7 hit points and has taken 4 damage.
Yeah, so they both took a bit of a
Yeah.
It was a savage
Yeah,
fight, and Rob
decent.
managed to get most of his troops out there without them dying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay,
So, me go.
Off we go then.
so Migo, what have you? Just infantry, isn't it? Because you got the
Yeah.
port, which counts as
Yeah.
infantry, and the
Yeah.
infantry on here. So 1 damage to the Migo,
Damage to
nothing
the Migo.
else. The Migo hits you for 1.
Which you can take on the port, but if the port takes 2 damage in a fight, then it is reduced in strength for the next fight. You can put 1 on it, fine.
Okay.
Also, I think your sanity is higher because of
Do you
these.
want
I
to
think.
check the rule whilst we're fighting?
Yeah,
I think it's too high.
they've got an extra. You've got an extra 2 sanity, effectively.
Carrying on.
Yep.
Okay. Infantry hit the Migo for 1. Migo hit you for 1. Infantry killed the Migo.
So the port heals to full. Your infantry heals to full. Nice.
Yep. Yeah, I was sort of hoping the zombies would join them. For that
Yeah.
fight.
So zombies got in there. Yeah,
could be
that
a
would
tougher
be bad.
fight.
Right.
However, you've either got to build around the zombies again or fight them to get rid
Or
of them.
attack them. But
Attack them.
with 4 infantry.
Yep.
You're sending wave after wave of men again. Okay, so
Cost
that
me
costs
1
you 1
time.
time.
Yep. In we go.
Okay,
First round.
ding ding. So, zombies.
Did you want to use that?
Not yet.
Oh, you can use that anytime, can't you?
Yep.
Right.
You
Okay.
hit
Yep.
them. You hit the zombies for 1.
Yep.
Nothing. You hit the zombies for 1. They hit you for 1 and do 1 fear. Nothing. You hit the zombies for 1.
Okay. Right. Let's just pause for 1 second.
Because
3 damage to them.
long range outback group.
Well, that's 1 use only.
Got to be done.
Eliminate 1 military unit to inflict 2 damage
Oh, and then
once
you
per
heal.
combat.
Yep.
So that one is going to be eliminated, but he just comes back to here
Yeah.
and he does 2 damage, so that
does
kills
kill
the
him.
zombies.
So I get
nice.
a VP, but yeah, you've
Nice. Hey.
the zombies are big and tough, but they don't. Yeah, they aren't pumping out a huge amount of damage. They're just
No.
sort of being very annoying and soaking their heads.
Yeah.
And that was my go, and it's me again. Is
You
it?
again, yeah.
So that heals.
Yeah.
Come home.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Feel like we're sort of doing okay. These are a little bit worrying. Can I get in on them? I can with the
I'm
armoured
going
car.
to 2 time points to build 2 rails. One is going to be here, and one is going to be here, and that's my go.
Yeah.
Okay. My action will be to draw 3 Mythos cards.
3 nasty cards.
They do seem quite powerful.
Yeah.
So that's me now, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm going to take sell to So you can't sell one of both, can you?
Yep.
So I can take
Yep.
those 2
Yeah,
gold for those
exactly.
2,
gold.
and then I get to go again.
Pop the action cube on the import-export action.
Yeah.
And then, she'll go again.
Which is bad because. Maybe taking out inside the prowess would be good, but. Yeah. Am I able to take this?
No.
No, I'm not connected by rail. No. I'll take Alexander Prowse then. Which will probably get Night Gaunt.
No, I thought Rob might have Night Gaunted.
Something else, right?
Luigi Caprotti. Remove 1 damage cube from one of your units. Multiple combat.
That's useful.
Nice.
Yep. Is it you again, Rob? Or have you moved from the
I
second?
haven't moved.
Right, okay.
Okay, so it's now
Now
my go.
you.
So first things first, I'm going to play Great Race of Yith, and I move my old 1 disc 2 spaces backwards on the time track.
Wow.
Boom.
That's very powerful.
Then we'll go.
So you're going to have about 3 turns now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good old Yith.
Spot the old Yith in there. Yep. Let's go for placing something.
I think there are probably people who know enough about Lovecraft lore to know what Yith is, but I don't.
I know.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yithian observers are an alien race of creatures that take people from Earth and study them and examine them.
Okay. Wow, well done.
Only because it happened to us in an Arkham Horror card game
Right.
scenario once.
I wanted to find out what just happened to me. It was horrifying.
Yeah.
I think we're going to draw.
So 2 placements and another card.
Yep.
Right, me. Can you move me 3 time on, please? Pop. 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 3 farms. 3 gold. Done.
Yeah.
Normally loads of farms. Yeah, I've never seen this many farms. Farms normally get blighted quite quickly. It's you again, Rob.
Purple again.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the card I was keeping from what I purchased last time.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is Rob to move, and that farm's gone.
Yeah. Don't encourage him.
I'm going to draw another 3 cards from here.
Okay. 1 time.
Yep.
And then Rob, it's your go.
So you're not limited on how many of those you can play in a turn.
Nope.
Nope.
That seems very
I mean, some of them have a time point cost,
right.
but some of them don't.
I'm going to do how many farms? I'll do 2 farms, so I can put one here and here.
Nope. They've got to be different farms. Right. If you build more than one, and you can't actually build here
I
because
can't build
your network is not.
Damn. All right. I'll
Connected.
do the train thing then. Or I could just sell. But that cost me a gold, so it's kind of very inefficient. So I'm not going to do that.
I'll move your time back while you're
I'll,
choosing.
yeah, I'll do the
Okay, you're doing that, right.
Yeah.
So 2 time,
yeah.
1 coal, 1 iron,
1 coal, 1 iron.
2 track, not in green.
No, that's immediately going to get taken over, isn't it? So,
Yeah, I mean, further away the better if you're building farms.
Sorry, Paul, could you pass the wallbook a second?
Yeah,
but the thing is, I need diversity as well, don't I?
yeah. So 1 there, 1 there. Yeah, 2.
Okay.
Right. Green.
Let's do a bit of mining. Let's just dig out some of the natural resources that Australia has left.
I'm surprised these haven't gone yet. I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's because of where we started.
yeah.
build military units, I can also build an outpost at a cost of 1
2 gold.
2 gold. That's quite expensive.
Yeah.
But potentially I could build one a bit further away as a monster magnet to
Yeah.
keep it away from my port.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, can I build this here?
You can.
Thanks.
So, let's. What are we going to do? How many? There's one infantry left. I've got 4. I could have an airship. Have an airship. Right, if there's Zeppelins, you've got to have Zeppelins. If there's Zeppelins in the game, you've got to have a Zeppelin.
So you're going to buy a Zeppelin.
I'm going to buy a Zeppelin.
Have a Zeppelin.
Thank you very much.
What could possibly go wrong?
We'll just make sure that we the onboard barbecue just doesn't get used whilst it's airborne.
Cost you 1 time,
One time,
which means it's Rob's go.
There you go. So we're going to do a placement.
With the hand of nasty cards. Uh-oh.
So that was 1 to place.
Uh-oh.
1 flipping face up.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, he's level 3, so he should be there.
That's quite a big my go.
Okay.
Right. I suspect something very nasty is about to happen.
Yeah,
So, well, he's got these 2.
probably. It's
so
green,
it's me
green
again.
again.
Yep, I will. I want to place some farms to get some money, but if
It's
I
quite
place
dangerous, to be honest.
farms up there,
Looking at that area.
he gets lots of victory points, does he, for farms?
3
Yeah.
3 VV each.
I mean, you build the farms, you get the gold, but then...
1
Yeah.
gold, he gets 3 VPs when he.
Yeah.
So when a zombie marches in and goes nom.
So you don't get victory points for things that you've got left on the board at the
Yes, I
end.
do.
You do. So it's the normal rules
Yes,
apply.
if you don't
plus,
get in there and wipe most of them out, then
plus the extra
I'm
stuff.
getting a lot of VPs.
Yeah.
So I think I get double.
In the base rules, it's double if they're still face down.
Yep. So I get 1 VP. VPs for killing your troops.
Yeah.
Then my extra VPs at the end is 3 VP for each farm I've destroyed.
Yep.
And then the VP, all their VP values on the map,
So not doubled.
not double.
Right, okay.
I suppose because of where I
one
started,
time.
I guess I should have expected more kind of fiercer opposition.
I'll get my cubes
It
back.
does feel like I'm opposing
Right.
Okay.
pretty much everything at the moment. And no one else is threatened.
Yeah. But if you don't get and kill them, I'm getting a lot of victory points
Yes.
at the end of the game. So
Yeah, which is why
You go, Rob?
it's awkward for me because the onus is on me to do something about it.
I mean, I might wait for them to destroy that farm and that farm and that farm, and then I might. Just, yeah.
Just because you're being
Well,
selfish,
because he
you
wants to win the game. Yeah. You're still his opponent.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. They're your opponents. I'm the challenge you're trying to overcome.
Yeah.
There's quite an important difference.
Yeah.
2 farms.
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm going to be selfish now and put easy pickings out for Rob.
That's 2 gold.
It's 2 gold. Yep. Right, so it is me, and I'm going to spend 1 time to import some coal. And then it's me again, and I'm going to spend 3 time, use a coal and an iron, to build into there. And there. Okay, I don't have much.
Time left.
Left,
Yeah, we are
yeah.
getting towards the end. Okay, so it's green.
I wonder what was going on in Martin Wallace's mind when he went, oh yeah, 53, that's a good number. When everybody gets to 53. Is it that there's 52 weeks in a year and
Maybe just a
one
playtest.
extra? I don't know.
That's how many terms you wanted to give it. Yeah.
Let's attack into here at the cost of
1. Because Zeppelins don't cost any time.
Okay.
So it's 1 time.
so that moves on to there.
Yeah.
Yep.
See what it is.
It's only some zombies.
It's a little zombie.
It's a zombieette.
I guess
Okay,
you don't
well
want
I will eliminate one military unit
You're not wasting
who
time.
goes back to the barracks,
Yep.
and I will kill him.
Rob does get a point though for your eliminated unit,
Okay.
but it means
And that
it's-
goes
Just
as well.
straight through.
Yeah.
You just punch clean through. Right.
So somebody sacrifices themselves, but then the doctor rushes in and saves him.
Pulls them back, yeah. Just
It's the same guy who keeps sacrificing himself every time.
How
Getting a
many
bit-
times?
Getting a bit fed up with it now.
Right. I'm going to do 2 more placements.
Wow.
Cripes.
Yeah.
So that was 2 time for me.
1 and then 2.
Yep.
Grinding again.
Green and then red. So armoured trains.
Which I'm just about to buy.
They've got a range of 0.
They can only fight on the network.
So it's when the things have moved. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like here, for
They are,
example.
they are a defensive unit only, not a offensive unit, because they can't leave the network.
But they can be used to attack.
Yeah,
There.
so when-
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, that's my go.
You go.
And, oh, damn it! I didn't have any coal. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that because I didn't have any coal.
Okay, take your 2 time back.
So I will rewind the clock.
Did you put a cube on as well?
I did
you.
put a cube on, so that will come off. Okay, now I need
Okay.
to rethink what I'm doing.
You can take the action that lets you take coal.
How do I do that?
That's the action.
Import.
Yeah, the import. Import export. At the top in the middle. The big wide one.
Yeah, I know what I'm looking at, but I haven't got the money to do it.
It doesn't cost you any money, you just take it.
Oh, I just take it.
Just
do I?
take it.
Yeah. It's you either take 2 resources or you sell 2 resources.
Yeah, it's a great market. You buy stuff for free and sell it for a gold.
Okay, I assumed that it was. Oh, right, never mind. Okay, so I will take 2 coal.
Yep, that's what I did.
Which costs you time.
It cost me 1 time.
Are we going to have our first armoured train bought?
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
You pay the extra gold there, Rob, for...
You're right. We're not. Well, I'll reset first and then do it, and then go to here. Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well
Then
done
put-
for spotting that.
Then put the cube on the purchase action.
Right. Okay.
Green.
Well, now we will do that since we have
Now you've got the stuff.
the stuff to do it with, and that costs 2 time. And we'll go into there and into there.
Okay. Rob.
Okay. First action, we to flip him face up.
That's 1 time.
Can you move me along, please?
Another nasty Shoggoth.
Second action, flip him face up.
Which is
So that's 2 times to do that.
Oops. I was on top there.
Yep.
Right. So it's me.
Yep.
So I think I'm gonna attack. How many units can I use on attack?
As many as you want.
Yeah. So
Right.
for every different type you're sending in, it costs you 1 time, but that's it.
Except for Zeppelins
Except
And
for
armoured trains.
and
and armoured
Right.
trains.
So this moving all of my units in would cost me 3 times.
3 time.
Yeah.
Well,
Might as well.
seems reasonable.
Yeah. Big fight.
1, 2, 3.
Right then.
It's against just
It's
those
against
two.
those 2.
Yeah, I didn't want to have all 3 on top. That would be really bad, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
My armor car units have 3 hit points.
Okay.
Right. So first things first, what we got there? We've got the Shoggoth and the
Shoggoth and a Loyalist.
So armored car does 1 damage to the Shoggoth and take 1 fear. Armored train does 1 damage to the Loyalists and take 1 damage.
Stick it on the armoured car if you've got. Well, or infantry. Yeah.
I'll get the
Carrying
choice.
on.
Yeah.
Armored car does 1 damage to the Shoggoth.
That's dead.
Loyalists do 1 damage. Sorry, and then 1 damage back to you.
I will put it on the card this time.
Yep. And then Loyalists do 1 damage to you. Yeah, you got so many
Yeah.
points. Carrying on. Shoggoths do 1 damage to you. Yep, so the armoured car and the trainer both still got another hit point before you start taking casualties.
Yeah.
And armoured cars do 1 damage to the Loyalists.
Okay.
Carrying
All
on.
the damage up.
Keep going.
Loyalists do 1 damage back to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Infantry do 1 damage to the Shoggoth. Is that
Shoggoth
killed?
dies.
It's dead.
But it does 1 damage back to you. Yep. And take 1 sanity loss.
So does that destroy? Oh no.
No.
So
So I've
you've got 3.
Because
Proust.
the armoured cars
Yeah.
have 1 hit point extra. Yep.
So the loyalists have 3 hit points left.
Yep. Are
Yeah.
you carrying on?
And if I take another damage, I'll lose it.
Yeah, now you're going to start
But
to lose.
I'm going to risk it.
Okay. So it's just the Loyalists, isn't it?
Just the loyalist left now.
Do you have any artillery?
Yes.
Yep, do 1 damage to the Loyalists. Yep, I think they're on the ropes.
2 left.
Oh! Armoured car and artillery.
Armoured car. Artillery.
Yep,
Loyalist dead.
1 damage back
But
to you.
1 damage back.
So the Loyalists are gone. One of your
these are
infantry
the
members
infantry.
dies.
Taking infantry. That's brilliant.
Oh yeah, those two together are really soaking those hits. So they're back into the draw pile,
Yeah.
and I get a victory point for
You
it.
get a victory.
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Your
that
guys,
was,
your guys heal up and pop them back
that
on.
was
the-
very well done.
Yeah. Well, I had the chance to put
This
up
game's got a
military.
nice curve to it in terms of starting off really small with little fights and then big epic fights later on in the game. If you get that far.
Yeah.
Normally, if you're playing against me, the game's over 2 hours ago.
Right.
Blue.
So that was your go, wasn't it? And you did an attack.
Yeah.
I'm up here now, so I'm not going to be going anything
I'm
for a
going
while.
to take some resources.
You blue at 1 place, and then blue goes again.
I'm going to take some resources.
Boom, boom.
Nom.
Right. I'm going to play for 1 point Starspawn of Cthulhu and do 6 movement cards.
So 1 time
Yep.
to do 6 movement cards.
So
I'm so glad you didn't do that, because I had other
Card
2 things on
1.
the board.
Cthulhu's and zombies. No, I have Migos and Shoggoths. Migos, so I've got 1, 2, 3. It has to be that way.
So that's its nearest target.
Yep. Migos. Shoggoths. Oh, sorry, that Migo would have moved twice as well. There we go. Migo gets in there.
Nom.
So he will end his move there because
Yeah.
he's now on something. Oh, and he
The other
moves to there. And Migo moves
Ah.
again.
Is that 6?
That's 6.
Okay.
So they trash 2 farms. Yep, the counter attack just began.
Yeah.
Green.
We'll collect resources and goes
You'll
again.
go again.
And this time we'll
This is going to be interesting.
And this is your biggest force now, but Rob's really good in defence.
Yep.
Rob doesn't have any gold, so Rob can't do the attack action again now.
Well, no, because
Yeah.
I reset.
Hang on,
Oh,
yeah.
I put it on the wrong thing, haven't I?
No, you didn't put a cube down again, Rob.
You forgot to put the cube down.
Because you took the recruitment action,
Yeah.
and then you took the game.
Yeah.
Because you cleared yourself to take the
build a
recruitment
train.
action for
Yeah.
free,
Yeah.
or the armour
and then you launch the attack.
Fair enough.
well, what am I going to do? I'm going to able to build some farms since everyone else has got farms everywhere and I don't have any. Although there's a decreasing number over in the corner there. I'm going to build. Let's see. Well, that's a easy one there, and that one there. And should I build one over here as well? Could build one here, couldn't I?
Yeah.
It's going to get probably going to get monstered. but let's do it. So let's have 3 gold.
So that's 3.
Yeah, it's
Three
And that's
times.
3 times. 1, 2, 3. So I don't get a go for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, not much time left now. What am I on? 43. So yeah, 10 time units left.
Okay.
back to Rob, isn't it?
Yep. I'm gonna flip him for my 1 action.
Reveal that for 1.
Back to blue.
Right, okay, so. What's the. How good are airships against Migos? I'm guessing they are. Oh no, they're average. Armoured cars are good, but an armoured car and an airship together against a 5 hit point Migo with Colonel Curry and Juliet Verne might work. Might just work. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I do have. Are artillery good against Migos?
I don't think so. That's all ground power.
They're average. They're not
I think most things average against Migos.
good, average. Yeah.
Okay, so
I kind of want to do some attacking because Rob's doing really well in terms of points. Even though you've lost a couple of farms, you've killed so many big things.
That Rob's doing better, I think.
You think?
I think so.
I'm not sure at this stage. I think you've got a lot of points from things that you've killed. I've got 4. I've got 7 points from things I've killed. You've got at least 7. But I do have more farms. So I'm thinking I probably want to kill some stuff. I just don't know whether I want to kill those or I want to kill some stuff here.
Because they might just they're on resources. So
Yeah, but I think I've got enough resources.
and if you think Rob's got a lot of EPs, then letting me wreck those farms is
Yeah.
to your advantage.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to spend 1 gold to do an attack.
But farms are worth 3 to him and 1 to me, right?
2 to you.
2 to me. Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm going to do an attack. And it's going to be for 1 time. And it's going to be the 2 infantry and the airship. And it's going to be here.
Okay.
Oh.
Airships are good against
Okay.
temples.
Our
aren't
airship's good against temples.
they? Yeah. I think. Well, they're
Well,
okay.
They're
but
average.
They're okay.
They're not good.
Nothing is good against temples, is it?
Artillery.
Infantry are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Basically, it's all.
So
yeah.
I think it's worth
Misreading.
doing a bit, seeing what we get. So first of all, I inflict 1 damage on an old one in combat, and if I've got an airship, I inflict another damage. So there's 2 damage.
Yep.
Right, let's fight a couple of rounds and see what happens.
Okay. Round 1.
Round 1, ding ding.
Your artillery don't do anything. Round 2. Infantry hit me for 1. Round 3. Airship do 2 more damage. Carrying on.
Yes.
Nothing. Airships finished them off. That was a bit of a.
and I get a little bit scared.
That was a little bit of a.
Nice.
Ouch. I was expecting something more from my temples than that, if I'm honest.
What are temples worth? Are they 3s or?
3.
Oh, okay.
That one's worth 3.
By the way, should we have been disguising our victory points because
No.
you were able to see? Okay.
No.
Because I can't see how many you've got.
I don't think it matters.
But
Well-
but you counted mine a minute ago.
Well, only because I knew you'd killed
but
two.
you-
Two.
but
You'd
you
killed
had
2 red
yours- You had
things.
yours face down, so we couldn't count them either.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got 7. Plus
Victory
each one
points
of
is
these is
public.
1.
Technically, it's public knowledge because you've seen them be
Yeah,
taken,
you've seen
so-
it. Yeah.
Right.
I just know you've killed two big things.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, but with some games you have to count victory points and it's a race.
so it's my go again because I only spent 1 time on that.
Okay. Oh, were you 1 space back?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah. Ugh. So I could go for this, but it's a 2. I am going to get it, but wow, this would cost me 2 gold to do another attack.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a personality card, but before I do, I'm going to cycle that one to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It is a take 4 gold from the supply.
Wow, that's insane. That's like clearly better than the iron thing, isn't it?
Depends which resource you need.
Yeah.
But gold is harder to get than iron, isn't it?
I don't
No,
know.
in fact, gold's easier because you can build farms for,
Yeah.
gold, for iron. For gold.
Right
So
now,
you
I
can
don't
trade.
but
need
you
the
can also-
gold,
but you can trade for gold as well. That's right.
but
I don't know.
I think I am going to take that, and I'm going to use it straight away.
I think just gold has more uses than iron and coal. Iron and coal are their only uses to build your rail network, whereas the gold you're needing it for all sorts of things. So
Okay,
that's your
that was one time.
Yep.
Okay, you'll go.
right, back to me. So I'm taking a move action. Number 1. So so we'll move the Migos.
So that's got a choice. Yeah.
He goes to there. He goes to there. The zombies. And that's it. So I've got, but not there.
Shoggoth doesn't move.
Second one. Shoggoths and me go. So he gets to there. He
Yeah.
gets to there. Shoggoths. He'll get to there. And not the zombies. Migos. They're already in place. So that's it for move. And then they
2 more blighted farms. 3 more blighted
farms. There's really no farms destroyed. I've got a load.
But yeah, there is now.
5.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll reset.
No farms, except for all the ones I've been eating aggressively for the last
Reset
few
for one
turns.
time, and then
Attack.
you'll go again.
Attack.
You're going to attack. Okay. What are you attacking with?
Oh, which one are you attacking? 'Cause
And which
they
one are you attacking?
split up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not going to cost me anything to put that in, is it?
No, so the train and your...
But you can't just put. I think it's one time, at least. You can't just put a train and
Yeah.
an airship in.
And that will buy me 1 unit.
Oh yes, its minimum cost is 1. Yeah.
Yeah. One type of unit.
So
I
artillery
think
are
I'm just
good
gonna
against-
go for the 3 option. I think, and
And everything.
put everything in because
Okay.
So you've not.
and attack the
So
Shoggoth.
1, 2, 3.
Hang on, no, he can't be all that way far forwards because
Well,
he's...
you were there.
Okay, so he's spending 3 times to move.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and you hadn't attacked. You did a reset previously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I reset and then I attacked.
Yeah.
Okay. So put them on their relevant
Well,
locations.
okay. I mean, we could put them here again, but it doesn't really matter
Whichever.
too much, does it? Because it's only 1 unit that I'm attacking.
Yeah.
Right.
Off we go then.
Men's killing.
Any bonuses for anything beforehand? Nope.
Well, except this has got 3 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
Right.
this has got 3 hit points.
Yeah, so your armoured cars and your trains both for 3. So it's the Shoggoths, isn't it?
So Shoggoth. Yeah.
Nothing. Artillery hit me for 1. I would hit your airship, but you haven't got any. Armoured train hits me for 1. Take 1 fear damage. Take 1 damage. Take 1 damage. Take 1 fear damage.
Ooh.
Do 1 damage to me from the armoured cars.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah.
You're still doing all right, I think.
Yeah. So I'd like
You can
to.
still
It's
suffer
almost
a bit
half
more.
dead.
It's the sanity
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the.
Is your brain going to snap?
Yeah.
Okay. Carrying on. Nothing. Artillery hit it twice. Ouch. Possibly won it for you.
Yeah.
Take 1 fear damage.
Artillery are supposed to be good
Close.
against them.
Infantry finish. Yep.
Yeah.
Infantry finish it off.
Good.
One little man runs in with a rifle. Pop. Shoots it.
Shoots it 1 more time in the head.
Nice. Right. Okay. And that was your go, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
And then 48 time use. Right.
Back to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a move action.
Right. Just want to destroy as many farms as you can. Yeah.
So the Migos move. So he'll move to there and he'll move to there.
Yeah.
And then just do a hit zombie. 2, 3. Yes.
Zombie moves.
4.
Right. So more blighting. That's all for 1 time.
Yep.
Oh, that's a village
you
near
want?
Tiverton, isn't it?
Blighting. Lesser blighting.
Right, my go. So we don't like this this here, but
Like your assault round here.
But I do have all of these cubes here. It will cost me a lot of gold to attack, but I've got all of this gold.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, exactly. I mean,
I'll take it with
I,
you.
I don't have the time.
We've given Rob the game for the spliting, I think.
I don't know.
It's like 15
I don't know.
points.
There's not
60.
many.
But I've lost
18 points of
most of my units on the board are dead.
Not many
so
things on the board.
They're where a lot of my points are normally. So
I need to get rid of this. I just don't. I don't know whether I've got enough to get rid of it. So, and I've got all of the gold so that I can be repeating actions. So, armoured cars against Migos are good. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy military units,
okay,
which
so
cost me a gold,
cost you a gold to take the action.
and then I spend 2
move
gold
the time up, please.
one time, 2 gold to buy an armoured car. Okay.
Yep.
I can also buy an outpost at this point if I want to.
Yep.
I'm not sure at
Only
this
place you
stage
could build it
it's
is
probably worth it. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so I won't.
Yep.
It's my go again. I'm going to choose the attack action because this is the 3rd time I've attacked. It cost me 2 gold. And we're going to attack that.
Okay. What are you sending in?
I'm sending in the infantry, the armoured car, and the
So
airship
that's 2
for
time.
2 time. Right, off we go. Fight time.
Okay, so
I
you
use my special abilities on you.
do 2 damage. Right, kick it off. Infantry does 1 damage to me. I do 1 damage to the airship.
Okay.
Airship does 1 damage to me. I do 1 damage to your ground forces. Infantry finish me off.
And my airship survives.
Yep. I was going to split that one, but
Okay, that's me go done.
ouch, ouch. Right. I'm going to take a move action. Sorry, not a move action. Sorry, a card draw action.
Card draw action. Yeah, it's getting very tight now for time.
Yeah.
You should be able to finish that one off, shouldn't you?
Well, not before Rob gets to eat up all the rest of the
Well,
crops. I should have not sent in my infantry because they're poor against Shoggoths.
Right.
I've saved time, but it's too late to think.
well, they soak up damage as well.
They do, but
Does Cthulhu gets points for unkilled old ones like in the base game? Yes.
Yes.
But only the face value, even though they're face down.
I'll take that one.
Which at the moment is not a lot. So Rob's probably getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points
Yeah,
for
it's not a
those.
huge amount, must be said.
but then it's got about 18 from blight and
That, yeah,
about
and
12
yeah,
there also.
yeah.
Green.
So I think he's way ahead, to be honest.
I think we're going to attack those zombies.
Okay, so that's made it costs you
So
8 time.
1 time.
A good time was had by all.
Off we go.
Pop.
Alright. So zombies versus airships and infantry.
Zombies versus we've got infantry with air support.
Yep, so infantry do 1 damage to me. Infantry do 1 damage to me.
And then I finish them off by eliminating a unit and using Franz Newman to
You get
rescue
another
it.
point.
Back.
That is gone. There you go.
Yep.
And it's you again.
I will attack again.
So it costs you 2 gold this time. Because it's 1 for every cube that's already on there.
And
Oh, you hit him.
this
So
one,
you go for that one. What are you sending? Same again.
same again.
Okay. So that's another 1 time.
There's a temple.
Another one.
It is a temple.
Okay.
You carrying on the assault?
It's got
Yes.
6 health.
They're annoying those, aren't they?
Yeah, but we've not seen the temples do what they often do in the multiplayer. In the
Which is spat, which is spawn.
which is they spawn things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Okay. You have infantry, don't you? Just infantry.
Infantry and airships.
So you do 1 damage to me. I do 1 damage to you, interfere.
Yep.
Your airship does 1 damage to me. No artillery. Your infantry does 1 damage to me. I do 1 damage to your infantry.
Here, save your stretching.
So it has to be the infantry, not the airships.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll.
Use your doctor.
You might as well.
No, I'm not using my doctor.
Okay.
Actually, wait a minute.
There's no reason not
Why
to.
wouldn't you?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there is a reason not to, but I'm not going to do it anyway. Okay.
Well, no, because whether you save the kamikaze guy or him, you're still.
It's still
saving,
eliminating a unit.
Yeah. Keep going.
Keep going. Infantry do 1 damage to the temple.
It's got 2 left.
So I will.
You can lose a unit to destroy it.
Oh no, I'll keep going.
Yep. Take 1 fear.
Yeah, keep going.
Do 1 damage to the temple, and take 1 fear.
So 1 more sanity and you lose.
Right, I will not turn over another card. I will lose a unit.
So this one is gone.
That one's gone.
He's gone from the game. I get another.
Doctor's busy.
Yep. But you destroy the temple.
Yep.
And the
thing.
token under it.
Okay. Right, Rob, you'll go.
My go.
End game time, I think.
Yes. So I'm going to take 1 action to draw 3 more cards.
Yeah. Maybe you'll go again. It's been interesting how this has played out.
Yeah. And then my next action will be 1 to move one of my face up in any one direction. And I'm going to move it over to here and destroy that farm.
Any amount of spaces?
2 spaces. 2 spaces, but any direction. And that was cost me 1,
That
please.
was 1. Right, okay. So green.
I thought you were going to take my farm.
I think I'll recover my cubes.
You've got more options now, haven't you? You've moved there.
Yeah.
Cost
Few
of
more
1
farms
time.
to take.
Yeah. Okay, so it's me. My...
Also would cost Paul 3 gold to attack again, so it's...
Which I do have. I do have the 3 gold to attack again. So, yeah, I think let's do it. Let's spend 3 gold to do an attack, costing me 2 time, because I'm sending
And armoured cars and the airship.
these in. I use my special ability airship and
Do 2.
Colonel
start.
Curry and Juliet Vernon. Off we go.
Right. Me goes. So, 1 damage to me and take 1 fear.
1 damage to you. Lose 1 sanity.
Nothing. 1 damage to me and take 1 sanity.
Carry on.
Take 1 damage. You haven't got any artillery.
So I take 1 damage.
Infantry. See your infantry. You kill them. I didn't get a lot of the real heavy hitters. And all these.
No. No, once you lost those couple of big fights,
Yeah. They were bloody
well,
fights.
they were very,
they were-
very
yeah,
big
yeah,
fights.
right down to the wire, but
Yeah.
just not quite tipping it over.
There you go.
But I
It's
got
all
some
out
very
for,
good early wins against Greek.
Yeah, we can get some get the barbecue going, I think. So it's
What action are you taking?
Yeah, I'm just deciding.
Then don't move the time on
yeah,
yet,
don't move
because
the time yet. Choose the action first. and-
Okay, well, I knew that my actions were going to be one
right, okay.
cost either way, so I was just deciding which of them I was going to do.
Sell some stuff. Okay, you'll go again.
So what action are you taking?
Yeah, I'm just deciding. Well, yeah, I'm going to spend a gold to attack.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oops.
Okay.
This
Where that's all there is a tiny man playing a trombone.
Well,
But you do get that.
You need
sort
to
of
decide how many units you were sending in first,
Okay.
because that would have cost you.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be many,
between 1
to
and
be honest,
3
because it's only a level 1. And this is free.
Okay, no, you can't send the train because it's off. Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
you're
run
right.
the train.
Okay, so it probably would have been 2.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you send in 2 things. Find a kangaroo.
Yep.
Done. Green.
Attack here
Okay. Sweet.
at a cost of
One time.
1
Time.
time.
It's merely some straggler zombies.
Well, we will sacrifice
Just
a
do,
unit.
do the thing.
Um,
Yeah, Rob gets a point.
Blow it up. Yep.
You get a point. Oh, and you also get the token.
Yep.
Do we have to exceed 53, or is it equal to?
Equal
greater?
to-
Once
over.
you land on that number, then you don't take any
Yeah.
more
Or
actions.
greater,
Right. I'm
Right.
going to draw 3 cards.
Okay.
That's about all I've got left.
Right, so we've completely cleared all of the old ones
for now.
for now. He might choose to spawn some more, but he only has 1 token left. That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So Rob's getting most of his points from defeated units and blighted farms. There's very few more units that can come on the board now.
Okay. So can I just check the rules?
The main rulebook.
Main rulebook, yeah.
Main rulebook. Okay. He's going to find a sneaky rule on page 73.
It's just...
When I was attacking Rob earlier, I was worried because he had so many cards in his hand, and some of them are quite nasty in combat, aren't they?
We saw some really nasty ones early on.
Yeah, we did.
But it's like you could just build up a massive load of cards, and then when someone attacks you, you just play this.
But
this.
they cost loads of time.
Yeah,
The really good ones cost time.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I got my arse totally kicked right at the
Yeah.
outset.
Oh, one of your infantry is dead. Oh, and the other one's turned into a zombie.
Yeah.
And not just any zombie, but the toughest zombie in the game.
All my units have been wiped out. Yeah, that zombie was a bit of a roadblock.
It's my turn again.
Yep.
It's worth playing.
That's your hand of cards. Wow.
Yep.
But you can't. You won't be able to play them all, surely.
No, sorry, those were the draw cards. So it's like, all right. It's my last turn. It's almost not worth.
I think you managed to defend your farms fairly well.
Almost not.
I guess temples, they're not really a threat to your farms, are they? Because they don't move.
Yeah, I'm going to place 1 more unit down.
It's a 1. Okay.
Can I reach it to kill it?
No, not from there.
Well, I can with my Zeppelins.
Range 4. Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Send a Zeppelin to go and take a pop at it.
Yeah.
So it's my go now.
It is your go.
I think we will, since that was his last
Yeah.
unit, there are no more enemies, so
Yeah, you
I
gonna do it?
No, not yet anyway. Let's build some farms. Oh, actually, that's going to be 3 farms.
If you build 3 farms, that'll be the last thing you do in the game. But it will get you 6 points.
I think I've got to really. Like 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 3
So that's
farms.
6 points. 6 points is 6 points in anybody's money.
Yeah.
Yep, you got the space for it.
And that's me done.
Yeah.
That's my
well,
game.
I think I'm going to spend 1 gold to repeat that action, and I'm going to build 2 farms. Because, again, same reasoning. That cost me 2 time. That's purple.
Right. Okay. Can everyone just please check the units you've killed and just let me know what the highest victory point value of it is, please?
For me,
I think
3.
that level 8
Three.
Shoggoth.
Yeah.
3.
Who killed the level 8 Shoggoth?
You've definitely got one worth 7 or 8.
I've got.
Oh, yeah, no, the actual victory point.
The victory points. The purple.
It's not going to be any of mine.
Yeah, 3 for me.
3 for me.
7.
Because you got 6 and 7. Cool. Here's 7 VPs, Rob. I'll have that token, please.
Oh, okay.
So one gets
So I-
resurrected, does it?
Yep, I resurrected down here in the south.
Okay.
The deep south.
I misunderstood because I thought that was the victory
No,
point.
it's the level.
That's the level.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of victory points.
That's
The
why
pur-
I was.
the
I was
purple hex.
right.
panicking because
The
I
purple
thought
hex
that was
one
way
He just
behind.
lost.
That
He's
cost-
giving you
that
the
cost me-
token, so
yeah,
you
I
haven't
get
lost the points.
Yeah.
compensation. Yeah. I just thought I was somehow way behind because.
Can you move me? That would cost me 2 time.
That was 2 times. So you're finished.
I'm finished.
Red.
It's just red to do.
All right.
You've got 2
I'm gonna-
time left.
I'm going to use the farm action twice by paying a gold. For the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's putting an outback and then another outback.
Yep. So 1
I
time
could have got.
and then another time.
I could have spent 2 time to build 2, and then done that again to build another 2.
You could have done.
So I could have had 4 instead of 3.
Did you have the space? Yes, you did.
Go on, we'll just say you did that then.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep.
So you just put 1 more on.
I didn't have that option.
No, yeah, because you only had the red spaces available.
So my last action of the game,
Yep.
I can't build farms. In fact, I've not got any gold. So the last action of the game is to reset.
Yep. So you've definitely driven me out of the outback. But
Yeah.
But at what cost?
Okay, right. Great game.
Interesting.
Really good fun.
Yeah.
Right.
I
let-
enjoyed that a lot.
so now we
I
take
really
these
did.
off and we now use them as scoring.
It's
So
one of
if we
those
do-
games where you don't really mind too much where you win because you had such a good time doing
So
it.
if we do mine first.
Yeah. Sorry, Paul.
So I get
Paul's
points
blue.
for eliminated units. I've got 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, plus 4 of these. So 17 points for eliminated units.
17
Right.
points for
Yeah.
units.
Do you want to do your
Oh,
eliminated
I'll
units
do
next?
them one at a time, are you? Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17
for
as
green.
well.
So I've got 14 here in the ones that are left after the compensation.
And 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Well, okay.
And that,
And
and
those as
and
well.
those as
So
well.
that's
All right.
24.
Yeah. Okay.
24.
And Rob, how many points did you get for eliminated units?
5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So pretty close.
Okay, right. So that's points for eliminated units.
Yep.
Next, what do we get? 2 points per farm, is it?
These are just VPs in general. Let's
Productive-
do the human
each
VP
productive
for
farm.
me, then I'll do mine.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 points.
10 points for blue, 27.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I-
6, 12 points for.
12 points for green.
29.
Rob's got 2 farms left.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no, he's got those.
8,
So 4.
32.
Okay. Phosphate is worth 3. So I've got 1 phosphate. 3
I've
points.
got
Rob's
one
got 1
phosphate.
phosphate.
I've got 1 phosphate.
Peter's got 1 phosphate.
And 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
VP tokens in hand. We've just
We've done that.
done that. VP for old ones you killed.
Done
We've
that.
done that. Bonuses from personality cards.
Done that.
Oh, we buried them all.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
No, we've got
So that's the player points.
Okay.
Came last. Right.
And then,
Rob. So we got 19 for killing things.
yep, so 1 VP, so 19 points. No port destroyed, tragically.
And then 3 VP for each blighted farm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9.
9.
So that's
27.
27
Oh
times
dear.
46, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we can
Plus-
see where the ways this is going.
Wow. I thought we'd done
plus-
alright.
Plus a kangaroo.
Plus 7 and a
and
kangaroo.
53.
So yeah, it was losing all of those farms.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Makes a big difference.
I thought it was going to be... I thought we'd done well.
I think you were doing well until I launched the counter attack, but you weren't.
We didn't
You were,
stop
sort,
him there.
you were sort of waiting for me to attack you rather than launching an attack on.
Well, it was 2 away from me.
Yep.
I mean, maybe I should have built that there so that I could have then... But yeah, I mean, it's the first time we've played it. So realising... Yeah, how many points... Because I had no idea how many points we were going to get.
Yeah, I think it's one
But
of those. Yeah.
for all that it was I mean, the theme and the idea of it is kind of bizarrely stupid.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
it's tremendously good fun.
It works.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah,
Really
yeah.
enjoy it.
You're winning the battles, but yeah, where the big points.
But considering
Could-
how
yeah.
well we did, that's why I'm surprised the points difference is as big as it is.
Yeah, so just double check we got all your points in there. So
Yeah, I mean, it's points for things we've killed.
each non-blighted farm is worth 2, 3
points per
personality
farm.
cards. Victory points for everyone you've killed. Victory point tokens in hand.
That's it.
Yep. Just to double check, you did remember to take the purple, not the black.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember what a good score is in
It's
the base
tricky.
game,
So yeah, where did my points? I got 19 points for killing things.
which is quite a lot.
Yeah.
That's about the same as what we got.
yeah.
But you got 27 points for 9 blighted
I
farms.
gave you a lot of points by using this.
I think you used that a lot, and that was getting me probably 5 VPs.
Probably
from that
4 or
alone.
5, yeah.
So it
I
wasn't-
think more,
it wasn't
probably
like-
more
But the
than that.
blighted farms losing 9 between us was too many.
That's good to know, Matt. Your sanity will be devoured last.
Yeah.
I'm only kidding you.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, I really like the game, and you know, as I say, with the new expansions that have come out, you've now got this one versus many mode. You've got a cooperative mode. You've got a solo mode. You've got a solo campaign.
Solo campaign.
There's a solo campaign as well.
Is that in the expansion?
That's in the expansion. There is a solo mode in the base game, but in the expansion they introduced this solo campaign with all sorts of stuff. And then there's the Tasmania map as well, if you want a different map. There's also, and since we've finished this game, we'll show you this side of the board. So this is not from the expansion, this is actually just from the base game. But there is
The other side of Australia.
Western Australia,
Oh, okay.
where you'll notice there is no outback, but there is also no... there's something else.
There's
that's on here.
no phosphate.
There's no phosphate. That's it.
We've got termites and camels.
But yeah, there is no outback area. It's just
Bad trees.
the hills. Everybody starts off
Nothing's farmable in this
Over
area
here.
from here.
Yeah.
The only farms are on this side.
and yeah, you can only build
It's the
farms
desert
here.
outback, but there's victory points
Yeah.
at the back there.
So I've never actually played on this side, but I'd be keen to try
interesting.
it.
But there was another board as well that was all
That's,
blank. and
that's
you
the
fill it in.
Tasmania board.
That's
Yeah,
the Tasmania board. Is that an expansion?
that's from the
That's
expansion.
from the expansion. So there's loads of stuff in the
There is.
expansion.
Yeah.
If you ever got bored.
Well, it was
with
2 expansions, Tasmania and Revenge of the Old One. So 2 different expansions, but they were on Kickstarter at the same time.
Right.
But it's certainly interesting playing as the old ones.
Okay.
It's very different feel. You're not always in complete
Yeah.
control of what your forces are doing.
That gets picked up quite
Hand
loudly.
management looks
Sorry.
difficult.
Yeah. So you're spending a lot of points on these.
So
Yeah.
our game was pretty much the same as it would be in the normal game, but your game was very different.
Very different, and I'm uncertain whether I prefer playing a human character because you feel more like you're getting the real full game.
Right.
In this, it almost feels like you're just helping control an engine
Right.
that could almost run without you, because if I move them, it's still random which ones are going to move,
Yeah.
and where they go is already still pre-programmed.
Right. Okay.
So really, it was just playing with a stack of cards
Okay. The Mythos cards were your
with the only
your
real-
way of doing stuff.
only really doing stuff. So.
Yeah.
So I feel that they're playing the human factions. You are actually sort of playing more of a game,
Right.
whereas this.
And also the way that a game would naturally progress is that the Cthulhu forces will gradually get destroyed as the game goes on.
Yeah.
So if you're the one in the one versus many game, you're sat there doing stuff and watching all of your stuff get destroyed. But as we saw in this game, you lost pretty much everything and still managed to win because you caused so much damage to our farms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing we didn't do was end-game scoring. I mean, possibly you could get quite a lot of points from it, I suppose, if a particular card came out that was really...
What, from these?
Yeah, like if you went for corn farm strategy or something like that.
Yeah, you might
Especially
get
on this map, you could just build a load of corn.
you
farms.
might get 3 or 4 points.
So +1 for every cattle
So
farm.
that'd have got me
Yeah.
2 or 3 points.
+1 for every old one you've eliminated.
Oh, that's quite good. How many eliminated old ones did you get?
I had 1, 2,
I got
3,
6.
4,
That would have been
5,
6 points.
6, 7.
It's not gonna be that
Yeah.
much, is
+1
it?
for every corn farm. +1 for every 3 rail track you have on the board.
That would have got me probably about 3 or 4 points.
Yeah.
Potential source. I mean, I think when you're playing the humans, a big source is
Farms.
it's farms and killing the old ones.
Farms and killing the old ones is where you get most of your points
Ooh.
from.
Alazano Castro. Whenever an old one attacks one of your farms, it suffers 2 damage. That
Nice.
would have been handy.
That would have been handy. Right, we're all done. We're going to wrap things up now. Just before I finish, I didn't say this at the start, but this isn't a sponsored video. So a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. If you've liked this video, obviously please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. But if you are in a position to be able to support me on Patreon and help fund the channel and carry on making more videos like this, then patreon.com/gaming rules. Other than that, I will be back tomorrow morning with some Marvel Champions playthroughs. So if you're interested in seeing that, Rick's coming over tomorrow morning and we'll be doing some Marvel Champions. And that's it. Thank you very much to you three for joining me. And we'll say goodbye. See you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.